Royals football on CVCA live stream coming to you tonight on the NFHS network. It's November football from Royals Stadium, week number 12 of the season and playoff week 2. It's a Division III, Region 9 OHSAA quarterfinal matchup tonight. My name is Tim Nichols, and as always, we're glad that you're joining us this evening, wherever you might be tonight. The CVCA football team is 29 years old, and tonight it'll be the first time CVCA has hosted a home playoff football game in week 12 of the season. The Royals earned this week 12 date by securing the number 3 seed in Division III, Region 9, and by winning their first round matchup last week against University School. The opponent tonight, well, they're no stranger to deep runs through the football playoff calendar. The Chardon Hilltoppers make their first ever visit to CVCA tonight, and the Toppers are the defending regional champions. Not only that, they are not that far removed from back-to-back state championships back in 2020 and 2021. 27 seniors will suit up tonight who were freshmen the last time Chardon raised the state championship trophy at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. Chardon has won 20 of its last 22 playoff games since the start of 2020, and the storied Hilltoppers program has won 47 playoff games against just 18 defeats in program history. By comparison, CVCA will be playing in just the 8th playoff game since 2020 for the Royals, and they won their first playoff game since that 2020 season last Friday night, just the 4th playoff win in the 29 seasons of football on the east side of Cuyahoga Lake Road. Last year, one of those playoff games was a first-round game that occurred at Chardon's Memorial Field. And if you're a Royals fan tuning in, well, it was not pretty. In fact, it was total domination by the home team. Chardon strangled the Royals to the tune of a 42-0 shutout victory. The 2023 Hilltoppers team had 31 seniors, and by comparison, CVCA had just 16 upperclassmen, juniors, and seniors combined. The Royals were held to just 2 first downs and a paltry 6 total yards on offense, negative 22 rushing yards. It was a mismatch from the get-go. Longtime Chardon head coach Mitch Hewitt said, "They've heard about us, but it was our opportunity to put our brand of football on CVCA, and hopefully those kids remember the brand of Chardon football for years to come. In 20 years," said Hewitt, "if they never venture back into Chardon, they're going to remember what it was like." Hewitt can rest assured everybody at CVCA remembers what it was like. And that young CVCA team of a year ago has nearly everybody back. While Chardon lost 40% of its team to graduation, CVCA sent linebacker Ricky Levac and running back Logan Scranton to Mount Union. Wide receiver Ty Bova is running track at Wheaton College. And the Royals also graduated 3 offensive line starters from a year ago. A total of 9 players in all lost to graduation. But the core of the Royals returned, including 18 current juniors and 6 seniors on the 2024 team. There's no doubt that CVCA remembers Chardon. The question is, has CVCA closed the gap? And even if they have, will it be enough tonight? Chardon is the measuring stick in Northeast Ohio in Division III, and despite being the road team tonight, the Hilltoppers are the favorite. Drew Pastor's Fantastic 50 website has the Hilltoppers favored by 4 points on the road here tonight, and CalPreps, a national service that compares teams, has Chardon as a 14-point favorite. The Hilltoppers come into tonight's game at 8-2. They finished 4-1 and in second place behind Kenston in the Western Reserve Conference this year. Let's take a look at how the Hilltoppers arrived at this evening. Here's Chardon's 2024 results, and the Hilltoppers traveled to Timber Creek, Florida, around Orlando, the first week of the season for a road trip, a big-time road trip to the far southeastern corner of the United States, and they came away with a 27-7 victory in that first game of the season. They came home in week 2, and they avenged a loss from a year ago, shutting out Tiffin Columbian 42-0, and then went 3-0, beating Avon Lake 28-7 in the third week of the season. An open date met the Hilltoppers in week 4, and in week 5, they had another big game against the top-ranked team in all of Division III, Bishop Watterson. Watterson put it on the Hilltoppers that night, 41-9. They are one of the favorites to take home the state championship trophy in Division III this year, and it set Chardon back a bit. They fell the following week again, and it cost them the WRC title when they went to Kenston and were defeated 20-3 by the Bombers, but rewrited the ship in the final weeks of the season, 52-0 against Willoughby South, 31-7 against Mayfield, 42-7 against East Lake North, and a rivalry game defeating Riverside 25-14 in Week 10. That led to last week where the Hilltoppers wasted no time getting out in front. On their first offensive play a week ago, junior quarterback Drayton Allgood blasted up the middle for a 64-yard run. It set up senior Vinny Columbi for a 2-yard touchdown run. On the next possession, Allgood hit senior halfback Caleb Hewitt for a 64-yard catch and run, and Columbi again finished off the drive with another 4-yard touchdown. Minutes later, it was Allgood again on a carbon copy of his first run. This one went for 64 yards, and he took it to the house. Chardon was up 21-7 at the end of the first quarter, thanks to their big three, as you see on the screen. The mentor philosophy, well, it's to pound teams into submission with the running game, specifically the wing T. Allgood leads all Chardon players with 955 yards rushing, and he's not much of a passing threat, but he doesn't have to be. He has just 2 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions in the season, but when he does throw it, it usually is Hewitt on the other side of the pass play. The senior halfback has accounted for 73% of all passing yards for Chardon's offense this season. And then there's Columbi. The senior set a career high with 4 touchdowns in that season-opening game in Florida, and he had 8 touchdowns in the first 3 games of the season before losing the final 5.5 games of the regular season due to injury. And yet, despite missing more than half the season, he still leads the team with 10 touchdowns coming into tonight's game. The Royals defense, well, they'll have to be sound as they go up against an offensive line for Chardon that averages 260 pounds a player. Chardon averaged nearly 270 yards a game rushing, including last week where they were almost spot on for their season average when they rushed for 271. Conversely, since week 1, when Streetsboro put up 342 yards against the Royals defense, CVCA has been yielding just 74 yards a game on the ground in the final 10 contests of the season. The Royals are +9 in takeaways this year, and last week, Chardon did turn it over 3 times against Talmadge. The Royals will need the ball bouncing their way tonight to have a successful outcome. That defensive prowess, well, it's helped CVCA power to a 9-game winning streak, the longest streak in school history by a full 2 games. Well, let's take a look at how the Royals arrived at Week 2 in the playoffs. As we mentioned before, the Week 1 game against Streetsboro on the road resulted in a 29-21 defeat against the Rockets in Streetsboro. Interestingly, Streetsboro is still undefeated at 11-0 going into week number 2 of the playoffs. In the rest of the regular season, after giving up 21 points to CVCA, Streetsboro gave up 35 points total in the following 9 games. Week 2, CVCA hosted Lake Catholic here at Royal Stadium, and they went down to defeat again. Lake Catholic also undefeated at 11-0. So the 2 losses at the beginning of the season, the only 2 this season suffered by the Royals, both to teams that remained undefeated into the second week of the playoffs. From that point, the winning streak began. 9 straight. The Royals defeated Woodridge, the crosstown rival, 28-0. Went on the road and beat Tuslaw 47-7. Canton South went down 21-10 here at Royal Stadium. That game was played with CVCA's backup quarterback, Alex Money, in behind center. And then a defeat of Triway 37-7, Fairless 38-7, a big win on the road at Northwest, who's playing tonight still in Week 12, 55-21. Orville went down 41-14, and then the big rivalry with Manchester. The Royals moved Manchester from the ranks of the undefeated. They were 9-0 coming into that game, but the Royals won it 17-6. Last week, CVCA defeated University School 45-14. As we mentioned, the Royals won their first playoff game in 4 years last week when they sent U.S. packing. 4 different Royals scored rushing touchdowns, and quarterback Charlie Levac was 7 of 9 through the air for 102 yards with a touchdown pass to sophomore Zach Anderson. Junior Joey Kopech continued to have an impact whenever he's on the field, which is pretty much all the time. Kopech had a 2-yard touchdown run along with a 44-yard pick six. In just the last 3 games, Kopech has run for multiple scores. He's passed for a touchdown. He's returned a kickoff for a touchdown, and last week had the pick six for the score. He leads the team with 6 of the team's 20 interceptions on the year. But it's Levac who will look to lead the Royals to redemption tonight against Chardon. CVCA's offensive game plan will look familiar to our viewers turning in from up north. A year ago, Levac was held to 28 yards through the air and was hounded all night en route to a -11 rushing total, but that's been the aberration for the veteran Royals signal caller. This season, he's passed for 822 yards and thrown 7 touchdown passes. But the favorite target is Braden Harris, when he does put it through the air, who had his first 100-yard receiving game 2 weeks ago. Harris hauled in 4 touchdown receptions this year, but the Royals' bread and butter, it's the run game. You'll see the traditional wing T formation from CVCA as well in a host of variations, and it's Levac who leads the team with 11 rushing touchdowns. 616 rushing yards puts him second on the team, and he's done all that while sitting out 1.5 games at midseason after he was dinged up in Week 4. His backup is Alex Mamoni, who did engineer that Week 5 victory over Canton South. The Royals' backfield, we mentioned junior Joey Kopech's exploits already. Here are his stats coming up on the screen. Kopech is the number one option in the backfield. He went for over 1,000 yards for the second time in his career last week. And he has a knack for finding the end zone 10 times on the ground this season. Kopech received his first Division I offer after his freshman year, and 2 years later, he's grown that to 6 offers. He's been spending Saturdays this fall on the recruiting trail as guests on the sideline at Ohio State, Michigan, and other Power 5 universities, but he's hardly the only option for the Royals in the backfield. Senior Ryan Weehee had a strong final month of the regular season and the first week of the playoffs as well. He scored a touchdown last week and had he leads the team with 9.4 yards per carry, as you can see on the screen in front of you. His 28-yard touchdown run a week ago against US did nothing to hurt that average. The Royals will spread it around with a deep backfield. Junior Nick Schober returned on offense 2 weeks after nursing an upper body injury at midseason. He was the featured short yardage back earlier in the year and has 6 touchdowns. Sophomore Zach Anderson is a shifty option that gives the Royals a run game a change of pace. Don't be surprised when, not if, when Wesley Keeler and freshman Tommy Kopech, the younger brother of Joey, get called to tote the rock as well. The latter added a 15-yard touchdown run to his tally a week ago. We get ready for this game tonight. Let's take a look as the Royals enter the stadium. Let's take a look at the Region 9 playoff bracket. And you see it pop up on the screen in front of you. 4 games tonight in Region 9. The regional quarterfinals take place. The top seed Youngstown Ursuline is hosting VASJ, a rematch of a game that occurred about a month ago. It was a one-score game where Ursuline was the victor. VASJ, while a 9th seed, may be one of the top options coming out of this region if they can defeat Ursuline tonight. Aurora is home to Geneva tonight in the 4-5 matchup, both teams winning last week as favorites. Gilmore Academy, the number 2 seed, will host Maple Heights, who had one of the few upsets. Kenston went down to Maple Heights. Kenston, one of 2 teams to defeat Chardon this season, no longer playing football. They were sent home by Maple Heights last week, and here, of course, it's CVCA and Chardon on CVCA live stream. The Royals have entered the stadium on the far side of the field. The Royals marching band playing the fight song. We're looking forward to having them on at halftime, and we're also looking forward to seeing the Chardon marching band as well. We're pleased to see a lot of the fans across the way filling up the visitor stands. We expected a big crowd from both schools tonight. The Royals record book, well, Joey Kopech now sits 6th all-time with 2,784 yards rushing. And we're going to pause right now. We'll come back with the Royals record book, but we're going to open up tonight's festivities and turn it over to the public address announcer for a moment of prayer, followed by the national anthem.
Thank you for your kindness, for your goodness, for your mercy to us today. Thank you for an opportunity to watch these young men compete. I pray that each of them would play to the best of their ability that's been given to them by you. I pray their play, their conduct, their actions would honor you. Thank you for our friends from Chardon. We ask a blessing upon them and their school this evening. We give you this night. Thank you for your son. Thank you for his love for us, his death, his resurrection. We honor him and we celebrate him tonight. We pray it in Christ's name. Amen.
The crowd giving a nice round of applause to the CVCA marching band. The band restored and renewed this year after missing the last 2 seasons. It was really devastated by the COVID pandemic. New band director at CVCA this year, and the band has been at all the home games. Glad to see them back, and they'll be growing in years to come. So we mentioned the Royals record book. We're going to go through it with you. Junior Joey Kopech now 6th place all-time with 2,784 yards rushing at this point in his CVCA career. He starts the night 137 yards away from passing 2022 graduate Teddy Harris for 5th place all-time. He's got has 6 interceptions this year to give him 7 for his career, 2 off the all-time lead, a record jointly held by the Las Vegas Raiders' Trey Tucker, who graduated here at CVCA 2019, and Jimmy Digandrew, who played in the early 2000s. Senior place kicker Calvin Warren is a distant second in career PATs, continues to march up the ladder. He currently has 136 points after touchdown to his credit, but he trails his predecessor Bryce Keitlinger, who sits atop the list with 174 made PATs. As we mentioned before, it is the second meeting all-time between the two teams, both in the playoffs. Chardon dominated the Royals a year ago, 42-0. The head coaches tonight, the Hilltoppers, are coached by 1999 Chardon graduate Mitch Hewitt, who's in his 14th season as the head coach at his alma mater. Hewitt is 128-39 at Chardon in those 14 seasons, including a 25-8 mark in the playoffs, a record that includes 2 state championships and 4 straight runs to the regional finals. Hewitt played his college ball under Urban Meyer as a 4-year starter at Bowling Green. The Royals are coached by Nick Cook, who's in his 4th season here at CVCA. Cook is 29-15 with the Royals. He recorded his 50th career coaching victory earlier this season against Woodridge, and he now sports a career record of 58 wins against 48 losses. He is 1-3 in the playoffs with CVCA. Prior to returning to Northeast Ohio, Nick Cook spent 6 years turning around the program at Chicago Christian High School over in Illinois, and back in Ohio early in his career he founded and coached 1 season at Grove City Christian in Franklin County in the mid-2000s. A reminder, you can follow us on social media. Make sure to look for our social media hashtag at CVCA Livestream on X, on Instagram, and on Facebook. And if you are watching us tonight, make sure you subscribe not only to our NFHS network page, but our YouTube page as well. Make sure you're aware of all future broadcast information. On the far side, the Chardon Hilltoppers have entered the stadium. CVCA in the end zone, about ready to make their entrance as well. The weather tonight, well, it's beautiful for November. Mostly clear and cool. Game time temperature about 50 degrees, and it'll continue to drop into the upper 40s. The fans are bundled up, but they're ready for football. Winds are light and out of the north. Injury report tonight, junior offensive lineman James Swagger suffered a preseason injury for CVCA. He's been out all season, and we'll get to the Chardon injury report in just a moment, because here come the Royals. The Royals earned this home game tonight by virtue of their 9-2 record, and they've got something to prove tonight against Chardon. They will do that tonight against Chardon's offensive line that averages 260 pounds from left to right, but that offensive line is expected to be without their big right tackle junior Andrew Baggett, who missed their game against Talmadge with a foot injury. The 6'5", 270-pound lineman entered the year with 3 MAC offers, and interest this season expressed from Louisville, from Kentucky, Ohio State, and Cincinnati, among others. If he can't go, it'll be 6'2", 256-pound freshman Stephen Andrews who will go in his place. It's got to be nice to have depth like that. Andrews made his first varsity start a year ago. Clock winding down, and we are ready for football on a Friday night. Playoff football, week number 2. It is CVCA hosting Chardon from Royal Stadium. We're glad you're tuned in. And it looks like Chardon will kick off to CVCA to start this contest. The kicker for the Chardon Hilltoppers is Sam Sakarich. Sakarich is a senior, 5'7", 155. Back deep for the Royals is Joey Kopech, who's taken 1 back to the house this season, and Zach Anderson, who had 1 taken to the house in week 1. It was called back by a holding penalty, but both are dangerous if they get their hands on the ball. Chardon and CVCA ready to go. You're watching CVCA live stream on the NFHS network. This is Tim Nichols And the Hilltoppers ready to kick it away. Sakarich runs up to the ball, and he boots it away near side, and it's going to be taken by the Royals. Kopech across the 20 to the 25-yard line before he's hauled down, and the Royals will start out first down and 10. They spot the ball on the 26-yard line. That's where CVCA will get things underway tonight. And the quarterback for CVCA, Charlie Levac, the junior. As the Royals still waiting to come off the sideline. And now they do. Royals coming out on the wing tee. 3 backs in the backfield, bunch formation, and Levac's going to throw in the first play of the game. Goes deep. He's got a man out there. Draylen Price could not range under it. Back there on coverage was Beckett Dotson. There were 2 CVCA receivers there, and the Royals trying to go for a shot on the first play of the game. Draylen Price has 2 touchdown receptions this season. They both occurred down at Triway. So it's second down and 10 for the Royals. Nice job by Dotson not being fooled on the play fake for the run game. So now Chardon looking to stop the CVCA run. It's a positive game, but not much there for the Royals on second down. It'll be third and long. Ryan Weehee on the carry for CVCA. He'll pick up 3 yards, third down and 7. Scoreboard shows it as third and 6, so we'll go with that. A 4-yard gain for Weehee, but a crucial third down play already for the Royals. Levac fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, looks and throws long. He's got a man open out there, ranging under it, and a great defensive play by number 5 for Chardon to knock it away. That was Kevin Mannery. Check that. Yes, Kevin Mannery on the defensive play for the Chardon Hilltoppers. And the Royals go 3 and out. So out to punt it for CVCA is Calvin Warren. Warren will boot it from about his 20-yard line once he gets this away, and it's off. It's a wobbly kick, and it's going to bounce and take a CVCA roll inside the 30-yard line, inside the 25, and all the way down to the 21-yard line. 49 yards on the punt, no return. And so the Hilltoppers will get their first chance tonight, and our first chance to see Drayton Allgood, the quarterback for Chardon. Allgood, a threat to carry the ball just about any time they're on the field. He is the leading rusher for the Hilltoppers. They'll also look for Hewitt, the son of the head coach, Caleb Hewitt, number 3, and Vinny Columbia as well. Columbia lines up in the backfield to the left. Hewitt in motion, and it goes to Columbia on the first play, and he's going to barrel forward to about the 25-yard line. Good gain on first down for Columbia. That big offensive line for second and 6. That big offensive line, Treadell Graves, Luke Mosley, Griffin Kimbrough, Aiden Hardesty, and Stephen Andrews from left to right. Second and 4 out of the shotgun this time is Allgood. He'll keep it himself, and he's going to be wrapped up right about the line of scrimmage, perhaps a gain of 1. Third down and 5.
Number 10, Drayton Allgood on the carry for the Hilltoppers, tackled by number 20.
Joey Kopech in there on the tackle for CVCA. He is CVCA's leading tackler on defense. He came into the contest with 72 tackles on the season, make it 73. It's third and 4 for the Hilltoppers. Under center is Allgood. He hands to Hewitt on the jet sweep. he tries to get the corner. He's going to be tackled, and he's going to be shy of the first down by about a yard. He'll pick up 3. He needed 4. And Chardon will go 3 and out on their first drive as well. They'll have to punt it.
Which brings up 4th down.
The punting unit out for Chardon. And the punter is Gavin Roboleski. High snap to Roboleski. He hauls it in and does a good job to get that away. And this one will bounce and take a great Chardon bounce all the way inside the 20-yard line, the 19-yard line. A huge punt for Chardon. That one's going to go 52 yards. And so both punters switching the field on the other team. But both teams going 3 and out to get this game started. And the Royals have their second opportunity from the 19-yard line. Just underway, 8:49 to go in this Division III Region 9 quarterfinal matchup. The first quarterfinal matchup hosted at Royal Stadium since 2019 when the Royals defeated the Salem Quakers. CVCA dominated that game 40-8, but it's been a while. It's been 5 years. Out of the shotgun is Levac, and Levac will look to throw quickly, far side and complete. A good gain for the Royals. Joey Kopech on the reception for CVCA. He'll pick up 7 yards. It's 2nd down and 3.
Number 9, Rocco Tarantino on the tackle for the Hilltoppers brings up a 2nd and 3.
It was Rocco Tarantino on the takedown for Chardon. 2nd and 3 for CVCA. Again, out of the shotgun is the Royals' look on offense this time. They'll run up the middle, and they'll get close to the first down, but not quite enough. It'll be 3rd and short. Beckett Dotson was in there to take down Zach Anderson. Anderson picks up 2. It's 3rd down and 1 for the Royals now. Looking for the game's first down for either team. 2nd possession of the night for CVCA. Levac gets the call from the sideline and runs into the huddle. They break it with 19 on the play clock. 3rd down and 1. Royals will go, and Levac will keep it, and he's going to be buried. A jailbreak into the backfield, and Levac's going to lose a couple of yards. He'll lose 3, and so the Royals do not convert. In fact, he loses 4. 4th down and 5, and Calvin Warren is out to punt it once again. Whistles blow, and there's a flag called, and it's going to be a false start on CVCA, so the Royals will lose 5 more yards. It'll be 4th and 10.
False start on the Royals.
So now Warren stands inside his own 10-yard line at his own 8. Chardon has blocked 3 punts this season and returned them for scores. This punt is fielded at the 45-yard line, and the first man misses and still going now. There's going to be a chance to get down the sideline, and Chardon with a big play, and it may go to the house. Taken down, the touchdown-saving tackle by Zach Anderson. A huge return by Caleb Hewitt, and Chardon is in business. 1st and goal inside the red zone.
Punt by the Royals, number 3, Caleb Hewitt.
Here's the replay. Hewitt fielded it, and he made the first man miss, going right and reversed to his left, got the corner, and it was Zach Anderson who saved the touchdown. Good hustle by Anderson, but the Royals in a bind right here. Chardon looking to get the first score. It is 1st and 10, 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. So all good. We'll set up, and they've got the dozer set is what they call it. Alexander Ash and Jaden Booth on the left side of the line of scrimmage. They run that direction. Vinny Columbi is met and taken down in the backfield. Tommy Kopech in there, and Columbia's going to lose yardage. They'll spot it on the 14. It's a loss of 4 yards, 2nd and goal from the 14-yard line. And so Ash and Booth head back to the sideline. They're a pair of the Chardon linebackers, but they come in when they want to go heavy and show that heavy formation. They call it the dozer. It did not work that time. Chardon sends one man out far to the far side on the numbers. Rest of the formation, bunch formation on the near side. They're going to go up the far side. Allgood will keep it himself. Doesn't get much that time. Still not back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and goal from the 11-yard line.
Short gain, again, number 21, Kyron Fikes.
Kyron Fikes in there on the tackle for CVCA, and a big play right here for the Royals. Big play for both teams, with the Royals defense trying to stand tall after the big punt return and hold Chardon to a field goal attempt. The Hilltoppers break the huddle. They've got Columbia in the backfield. Allgood under center. They go to Columbia. Flag is down, and the play is blown dead. It's a false start against Chardon. They're going to march it back 5 more yards, much to the pleasure of the home fans on the near sideline. It'll now be 3rd and goal from the 17-yard line. Needing the end zone. Allgood is 22 of 46 this year for 2 touchdowns. He doesn't throw it much, but they need to find the end zone or settle for a field goal opportunity here. 3rd down and goal from the 17-yard line. And this time it's a shotgun formation with Columbia to the right of Allgood. Hewitt, check that, it's Dotson in motion. They're going to throw it, tipped up in the air and knocked down, almost intercepted by the Royals. And the Royals defense, Wesley Keeler, got in there to knock it down. Defense is forced to stop, and Chardon will be forced to try and kick a field goal here. So Sokerich comes out. The line of scrimmage, or the spot, will be on the 24-yard line. It is a 34-yard field goal attempt for Sam Sokerich. The snap is down, the kick is up, it's got the distance, and it is good. So Chardon strikes first after the big punt return by Hewitt. Caleb Hewitt returned it down to the 10-yard line. The Royals defense pushed Chardon back to the 17, but does yield 3. And with 4 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Chardon strikes first. It's the Hilltoppers 3 and CVCA nothing. So the Royals will get the kick here and see if they can do something with the ball. They've yet to get a first down. Had a couple nice plays in the last series, but did not convert. Chardon also yet to have a first down, actually, but with that great field position, able to get points. 3-0 for the Hilltoppers.
Number 23, Zach Anderson. Number 20, Jerry Kopech. Back for the Royals.
Anderson and Kopech back deep for the Royals once again. Sokerich has the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. And he boots it away. It's a short kick, and it's going to bounce. It's loose, and who's going to be on top of it? The Hilltoppers say they have it. They're jumping up and down, and they do. The onside kick surprises CVCA, and Chardon creating another opportunity. They'll go back out on offense. Here it is. And the Royals were retreating and not looking for that onside kick, and it surprises CVCA's kick return team, and Chardon has it first down and 10 from the 41-yard line of the Royals. The defense having to head right back out on the field for CVCA. This time out of the shotgun, Allgood waits for the ball, He's going to look to throw. It's a backward pass, and this is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a loss. A fortunate situation for Chardon that it went out of bounds. Caleb Hewitt ranging back for it. If the Royals had covered it, it would have been CVCA ball. So that is a loss of 9 yards on the play.
Brings up a loss, bring up a 2nd and long.
They'll spot it back at the 50-yard line. It's 2nd down and 19. So the Hilltoppers behind the sticks from midfield. Allgood, though, with 2 60-plus yard rushes a week ago. Dangerous anywhere in the field. He's going to roll to his right, look to throw. He goes deep. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught. It's going to be a Chardon touchdown. Touchdown for Beckett Dotson, 50 yards. Dotson got behind the defense and scored, and the Hilltoppers are up 9-0. Chardon with a strike, and here it is again. The 3rd touchdown pass of the season for Drayton Allgood, and Dotson beat Nathan Cook on that play, and the Hilltoppers lead it 9-0 as we get ready for the extra point. Sockridge in to kick it. The kick is up, and it is no good off to the right side, so the extra point fails. It is Chardon 9 and CVCA nothing. The Hilltoppers with a 50-yard pass play from Drayton Allgood to Beckett Dotson after an onside kick attempt was recovered, a surprise onside kick, and the Hilltoppers out in front. The Royals needing to respond now, down early. 4:18 to go in the first quarter.
We'd like to take a moment to say thank you to our platinum sponsors: Grace College, First Place Spearwear, Ken's Power Hill Roofing, Akron.
So Sockridge back out. We've seen a lot of them in this first quarter. It is the 3rd kickoff for Chardon already.
And Daisy Pops. Thank you to our platinum sponsors.
Right now, the Hilltoppers making the breaks, capitalizing on a big punt return and a blown coverage by CVCA after an onside kick that surprised the CVCA return team. This time the Royals have 9 up within 5 yards of the 50-yard line. Once again, it is Kopech and Anderson back deep to receive for the Royals. Sockridge runs up this time, and he will boot it away. And Kopech's going to get another chance. He'll take it at the 12-yard line across the 20. 25 outside and taken out of bounds. Hit out of bounds right in front of a referee. No call there as he was knocked over in the white paint. A little bit of a late hit by number 27. That was Iker Amaro. No harm, no foul, though, and the Royals have 1st down and 10 from their own 30-yard line, and they're down 9 points. There's the replay from field level. You get a look at Kopech returning it. And he was definitely in the white paint, but it was borderline. They mark it down on the 29-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 from CVCA's 29. The Royals still yet to get a 1st down. Been denied on a couple of 3rd down tries. They'll go back to the wing T look with Levac under center. They'll run it. Ryan Weehee. Weehee with a big play. Ryan Weehee with a race. Weehee to the 40, 30. One man to beat 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Ryan Weehee. 81 yards to the house. How is that for an answer? Ryan Weehee, the senior, with his longest run of the season. And he gets the Royals right back in it at 9-6. Calvin Warren out to kick the extra point for the Royals. Good snap. The kick is up, and it is blocked. No good. And so neither extra point good for either team, and the score is now Chardon 9 and CVCA 6. But after the first two possessions tonight and after the 42-0 drubbing of a year ago, the Royals serve some notice that they've come to play tonight. Ryan Weehee with a big 81-yard touchdown return, and let's see if we can cue that up one more time, guys. There it is. Out of the wing tee, Weehee got it. Got to the first line and Chardon playing 10 men in the box, and Weehee had plenty of green in front of him. He outran number 5, Kevin Mannery, who tried to make a touchdown-saving tackle on the 5-yard line, but Weehee got to the end zone 81 yards, and the Royals claw back to within 3 at 9-6. Just what the Royals needed.
4:37 remaining, they scored.
So Weehee will tee it up on his 40-yard line, and the Royals often like to pooch it to about the 30. Although Weehee does have the, Warren does have the leg to boot it to about the goal line. They do feign an onside kick every single time. They have actually executed that 2 or 3 times this season and recovered. But Chardon retreats back, and it does get booted, and it's going to roll. It's going to roll all the way down to about the 10-yard line, the 14, but it will go out of bounds. Smart play right there by the Hilltoppers to let that kick go out of bounds. It's a kickoff out of bounds. They'll mark 10 yards off against CVCA, and Chardon will get the ball on their own 35-yard line. So everyone in the stadium now a chance to catch their breath. A couple of big plays, one for each team. The difference now is that big punt return by Caleb Hewitt that resulted in a field goal by Sam Sockridge. And Chardon takes the field with a 3-point lead, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Under center with Columbia in the backfield. All good. Awaits. He's going to roll. He looks to hand up the middle, and another big play for Chardon across midfield. And a tackle inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. It's Beckett Dotson again. 29 yards on the pickup. Dotson on a counter play from the tight end spot almost. And Dotson chased down by Joey Kopech. Little trickeration. Get in the eyes of the Royals linebackers looking one way when Dotson came from a point where they weren't expecting. So 1st and 10 Chardon inside Royals territory from the Royals 36-yard line. Allgood keeps it himself, gets to about the 30-yard line to 29.
Number 10,
good run for him, 8 yards.
Tackle by number 8, Ryan Weehee.
Ryan Weehee in on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Brings up a 2nd and short for the Hilltoppers.
They spotted at the 28. So Chardon wasting no time, threatening once again. We wind down to 2:50 to go, first quarter. Hilltoppers leading 9-6. Allgood out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Allgood ranges to his left, throws to the end zone. He's got a man open out there, but overthrows him. Looking for Dotson again, and they were picking on Nathan Cook.
Hilltoppers pass by number 10, Drayton Allgood. Intended for number 1,
A
Beckett Dotson.
throw that was on target, or that would have been on target, would have been 6.
Royal fans, on your feet, make a little noise.
3rd down and 2. Big play coming up for the Royals to see if they can push back Chardon once again on defense. You've got to think, though, this far into Royals territory, it's 4-down territory for Mitch Hewitt and the Hilltoppers. Shotgun formation. Columbia in the backfield. On the right side, Caleb Hewitt to his left, Dotson in the center. Or Allgood in the center, rather. And they're going to go right up the middle, and they're going to get the 1st down. I believe Allgood kept it himself.
Number 10,
He did. He gained 4. First down and 10 at the 24-yard line of CVCA.
Tackled by number 8, Ryan Weehee, number 9, Dirk Geiger.
Weehee and Geiger in on the tackle for CVCA. Royals defense has been out there a long time this first quarter. The first 2 drives went 3 and out. The third drive went 1 into the end zone. So the Royals have had 7 offensive plays. They do have 6 points to show for it. A pair of receivers split to the near side this time with a pair of backs in the backfield. And Allgood is going to keep it again and get another nice gain down to about the 20. They'll spot it at the 21-yard line. So pickup of 3, second down and 7. Then we'll be back 1 yard, so second and 8.
Number 6, Wesley Keeler on the tackle for the Royals.
Final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Second and 8 for the Hilltoppers. Columbia shifts to the left of Allgood. Allgood keeps it again, and he gets leveled. A big hit right there on Drayton Allgood by CVCA's number 5, Nick Schober. He did pick up 4 yards, but he's going to remember Nick Schober. Drayton Allgood is a football player. He'll shake that right off and go back to the huddle and see if he can lead his Hilltoppers to another first down conversion or better. The Toppers break the huddle with 13 left on the play clock, and it's Allgood under center. Columbia to his left in the backfield. 3rd and 4. And the Royals stuff it. There was Columbia. He got nothing, maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 2. No sign of Sam Sockridge. The Hilltoppers will go for it. CVCA's defense has yielded 4th down conversions 45% of the times this season, 13 out of 29 for the opponents. But this 4th down conversion will come on the other side of the first quarter break. We played 1 from Royal Stadium. The score at the end of the first quarter, it's Chardon 9 and CVCA 6. Well, if you've been watching CVCA all year, we are thankful that you have. If you are tuning in for the first time from Chardon, we're glad you're here as well. It's our opportunity to thank you for tuning in. For some of you, for tuning in for 5 seasons. CVCA live stream, professional production with 100% volunteer staffing. This live stream production began as an idea about how to get CVCA sporting events into your living room during COVID. We've done over 150 broadcasts since. Fully volunteer gig from the start, but we've got a budget of about $5,000 a year that makes this happen. It's been fully absorbed by this team that's putting on the production over the last 4 years, and we've never taken a dime, but for the first time this year, we are asking for your support. So, if you can go to CVCA's giving interface at cvcaroyals.org/give-now, or take a picture and scan that QR code, you've got an opportunity to give monthly or give a one-time gift to support CVCA Livestream. Just be sure to reference CVCA Livestream in the comments section when you give. Thank you for watching, and thanks for supporting CVCA Livestream. Here we are, start the second quarter, 4th down and 2 for Chardon. Big play for both sides. Allgood will line up under center. Line of scrimmage is the 18-yard line. They need the 16. Allgood's going to hand off, and it's going to be stuffed. It's going to be close, but the Royals think they stopped it. Again, Nick Schober in there on the tackle. It was Hewitt, but he did get enough for the first down. So Chardon moves the sticks. And it's 1st down and 10. So Chardon's drive continues. The Royals making them earn it, but Chardon trying to go up 2 scores. They're in the red zone, 1st down and 10 from the CVCA 14-yard line. Back to the shotgun formation. Rolling to his left is Allgood, throwing toward the end zone. It's caught and knocked out of bounds. Once again, it's Caleb Hewitt, the favorite receiver of Drayton Allgood.
Allgood pass
And it'll be first down and goal to go for the Hilltoppers now, inside the 5 at the 4.
Brings up another first and goal for Hilltoppers.
First down and goal from the 4-yard line for Chardon. Knocking on the door. Clock is now stopped. But we're going to go. So all good. Under center. He's going to sneak it right up the middle. And will he get to the end zone? No signal yet. Looks like they're going to mark him down just shy on the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 3 yards on the quarterback sneak. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and short.
It is not second and 11. That is the scoreboard operator. There we go. They've corrected it, second and goal. So we're taking the feed right from the scoreboard. They spot it on the 1-yard line. Hilltoppers looking to punch it in right here. Again, under center is Drayton Allgood. He'll hand off. Fumble to play, and the Royals recover. A bad exchange right there, and CVCA's Chardon Fikes comes out with it, and the Royals turn away the Hilltoppers. Allgood tried to hand the ball off to Vinny Columbi. It never got there, and Chardon Fikes jumped on it, and what a break for CVCA. Here it is. They ran right into each other, did Allgood and Columbi, and Chardon Fikes was Johnny on the spot. The Royals have it first and 10 from their own 5, but they turn away. Chardon, the first takeaway of the game, goes to CVCA. We said during the pregame, the Royals needing to force some takeaways. Chardon gave away the ball 3 times last week. They give it away the first time tonight. But the Royals are backed up. Charlie Levac will start under center. And Chardon all over that play. Joey Kopech had it. Didn't get much. We'll see where they mark it. They move it back a yard to the 4-yard line. Second down and 11. The Royals certainly want to try and get out of the shadow of their own goalpost on the east side of Royal Stadium. They break the huddle in the blue paint, and Chardon again. 10 men, almost 11 men in the box. The Royals snap it, but there is a flag down. Likely a procedure penalty on CVCA is typically what happens. It is not. It's going to go the other direction. Encroachment against Chardon. So the Royals will take a free 5 yards and an important 5 yards here as they're behind the chains, backed up to their own goal line. So they'll move it 5 yards out. It'll be second down and 6.
Brings up second down for the Royals.
Second and 6 for CVCA from their own 9. Out of the tee. They're going to go right up the middle. Chardon is right there to defend it, though. Nothing there. Third down for the Royals. I believe that was Zach Anderson on the carry. He might lose a yard. It's third down and 7. So Chardon's defense trying to pick up their offense, who was knocking on the door at the 1-yard line when the ball was put on the green turf. Big third down here for CVCA. Levac under center. Again, out of the tee. They're going to go right up the gut. And the Royals will get the first down. Zach Anderson on a carry out to the 15-yard line. Check that out to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 on 3rd and 7, right up the middle for Zach Anderson, the sophomore. Here's the replay. A big hole, and Anderson cut up field. And a huge first down for CVCA to keep the ball, the possession, and the clock running as they try and move out of the shadow of their goalpost. They'll run it again. Left side. Couple of yards that time for CVCA. It was Ryan Weehee. His last carry went for 81. This one went for 2. Second down and 8.
Number 20, Joey Kopech on the carry for the Royals. Tackled by Host of Hilltoppers. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Royals.
Royals break the huddle, or soon they will, and they do just there. Still 20 on the play clock. And this time Levac out of the shotgun. He's got Anderson to his left. Showing blitz. The Royals are going to throw deep. They've got a man out there if they can catch up to it. It's dropped. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 13, Braden Harris. And Harris is usually sure-handed, but not that time, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. Royals taking a shot there. Here's the replay. Harris had his man beat, but just bobbled it. Out in coverage was Kevin Mannery. So the Royals converted 3rd down and 7. The last time, this time they've got 3rd and 8. Second quarter action, under 8. Another flag down. And again, encroachment on Chardon. And so that'll make things a little bit easier for CVCA. They'll march 5 yards off. It'll be 3rd and 3.
5-yard penalty brings up 3rd and short for the Royals.
Royals need the 30-yard line to move the sticks here. And the play call is certainly different on 3rd and 3 than 3rd and 8. Levac will operate under center. He's got a trio of backs behind him to choose from. They're going to run it left side, and first down yardage for CVCA. They needed the 30. They get right across it. It was Anderson once again. The Royals retain possession.
Zach Anderson on the carry for the Royals brings up another first down.
First and 10 for the Royals from the 30. Running it again, cutting up field into the second level, across the 35 to the 36-yard line. This time it's number 5 for CVCA. That is Nick Schober. Here's Schober again from field level. You see that hole. Put the foot in the ground and cut up field and gain 7. Check that, 6. 2nd and 4.
Gavin Romaneski.
Right up the middle, and Chardon was waiting for it. The Hilltoppers smelled that out. Short pickup for CVCA. Looks like it was Joey Kopech. 3rd down and a short 3.
Short game by the Royals brings up 3rd and 3.
Well, as we look out on the field, it's a long 3 as it's just inside the 37-yard line. Once again, the wing T, the featured formation for CVCA. And again, Chardon jumps, and they're going to give the Royals a first down for the 3rd time in the first half. Right over center was the Chardon nose tackle. And I believe that was number 8. Number 9, perhaps, Rocco Tarantino. And so a first down by penalty, and the Royals will continue the drive. They'll spot it just between the 41 and the 42-yard line. Handoff left side, and it's Weehee. A good run across the 45 to the 47-yard line. This drive started on the CVCA 4 after Chardon fumbled the ball going into the end zone. They had it 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Kyron Fikes picked up the fumble, and the Royals so far have moved it out to the 47. Second down and 3. This is Tommy Kopech. Tommy Kopech out near midfield. He's going to get there. 3rd down and 1. He'll pick up 3 yards. And the Royals again staying ahead of the sticks. They'll have another third down opportunity, trying to convert and keep the drive going.
Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Royals.
I think we picked on Rocco Tarantino before. Chardon has a number 0 out there, and that was Dakota Warren, who jumped offside in the last series. Here, he'll see if he can make a play to stop CVCA on 3rd and 1. He will not. The Royals get just enough to move the sticks once again. Joey Kopech falls forward and gains the first down. He'll pick up 2. 1st and 10 Royals as they move into Chardon territory. The Royals keeping the chains moving and keeping the clock moving as we're already down to 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go here in this third quarter. CVCA's touchdown and a one-play, 81-yard touchdown run by Ryan Weehee. This one, much more methodical this drive. Pitch play, far side, and Chardon strings this one out. It's going to be a loss. Joey Kopech was met with a host of Chardon Hilltoppers. He's going to lose 3, 2nd and 13. A tackle for loss for the Chardon defense. And now CVCA is going to have to play from behind the sticks.
Run by number 20, Joey Kopech. Tackled in the backfield by
The Royals have taken a couple of shots. They tried to take a deep shot in the opening play of the contest. Didn't connect. And then they had Braden Harris drop one that fell right in his hands. Let's see what they dial up on 2nd down and 13. Quick pass play, complete on the near side, but not much of a gain there. That pass was completed to number 13, Harris.
To number 13, Braden Harris.
A short gain of 3. It's 3rd down and 10.
Brings up 3rd and long for the Royals.
Well, if nothing else, CVCA will have switched the field if they don't get this first down, but they don't turn it over. And with Chardon having been knocking on the door, it's been a good drive. We'll see if they can continue. Out of the shotgun is Levac. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to tuck, try and get to the far side, and he's going to be hit out of bounds. He was hit inbounds, but taken out of bounds on a hard hit. He gets right back up. He'll gain 1 yard on the play. It'll be 4th down, though, and 9. Good coverage there in the secondary by Chardon. And it was Tyler Noir who met Levac on the sideline. So after the drive moves 49 yards, it stalls, and Calvin Warren is out to punt. Caleb Hewitt is back deep. He had a big return last time. We'll see what he can do with it this time. He waits for it on his 15-yard line.
Number 17, Calvin Warren.
High snap. Warren does get it away. It's a wobbly kick. Fair catch is called, and Hewitt will receive the punt on the 17, maybe the 18-yard line, and that's where Chardon will set up 1st down and 10. They'll have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We did not give you stats at the end of the first quarter. We had a lot of excitement going on. We'll take a look at where we are right now with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Pretty even. 125 yards from scrimmage for CVCA, 111 for Chardon. The Royals outrushing Chardon 115 to 51. Chardon with 60 yards, 50 on one play through the air. The big turnover for Chardon. Turned away the Hilltoppers as they're heading into the end zone. So 1st and 10, Chardon from their own 18-yard line. Allgood will operate out of the shotgun formation, and he's going to keep it himself right up the middle. He went 60-plus twice last week. The Royals had it covered that time.
Number 10,
Short gain.
Tackled by number 4,
Draylon Price on the tackle for CVCA. And it was a gain of 6, not even a short gain, but not 60. Both teams have their full allotment of 3 timeouts left here in the first half. 2nd and 4. Pass play. Far side and caught. Actually not caught. Incomplete. It goes. Again looking for Hewitt. So it's 3rd down.
Incomplete for the Hilltoppers.
CVCA trying to get the ball right back. They have stopped Chardon twice on the first 2 drives.
Royal fans on your feet.
The second drive resulted in a field goal, however, because it started so deep in Royals territory. 3rd down and 4. All good with Hewitt to his right. Out of the shotgun. He'll range to his right, looking to throw. He's got pressure, throws back to the left side, and that is up in the air and incomplete. That was just a duck, and fortunate for Chardon that it hit the turf. It was intended for Beckett Dotson, but there were a number of players from both teams over there. And CVCA does turn away Chardon, and he'll get the ball back with plenty of time left, 1:58 to go. Zach Anderson goes back deep to field the punt. Once again, Gavin Roboleski will kick, and he stands at his own 12-yard line. Royals come after it. Roboleski does get it away. Fair catch called by Anderson, and he fields it at the 48-yard line of CVCA. And the Royals 3 and out. The defense forces the turnover on downs. Really the punt play, not a turnover on downs. The Royals get the ball right back almost where they ended the last drive with 1:52 to go and all their timeouts. So if you're expecting 42-0, a repeat of last year, at least through the first 22 minutes and change, that has not been the case. Royals with the ball and hoping to head in, perhaps take a lead here at the end of the first half. Levac out of the shotgun to start this drive. Quick pass near side and caught, and nice move to gain a couple yards after the catch. Not much, though. Joey Kopech on the reception. He'll pick up 3 and get out of bounds. The clock stops with 1:46 to go. Ball is moved into Chardon territory. Just a yard, though, at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Royals. You're tuned into CVCA live streams coverage on the NFHS Network, the exclusive partner of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 7 for the Royals. Levac rolls to his right, throws downfield, and it's caught near the first down marker. Braden Harris has it. And it will be enough for the first down, a pickup of 7 yards. Here's the replay. Right at that yard marker, first down marker, the Royals move the sticks. 1st and 10 at the Chardon 42. Still plenty of time left, 1:42 for the Royals. Again out of the shotgun, go the Royals. Levac rolls to his left this time. Throws, and that one is caught. Kopech. Take it down to the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Clock winds with 1:26 to go. Royals split 3 out to the far side. Levac ranges to his right, looks, throws, man open and caught, complete, first down CVCA. And they stop the clock. Timeout CVCA. First down Royals. And that is the first stoppage that we've had this half. And so finally, with almost, just 1:11 to go in the first half, we get our first chance to talk about the CVCA Power Meal program. And the Royals Power Meal program continues with Team 29 with a local restaurant providing the Royals with a meal on the day before the game. This week, the Power Meal sponsor is Trevi Catering and Events out of Wickliffe. Trevi Catering and Events offers a range of customizable catering and event coordination services to ensure your special occasion is unforgettable. From event coordination, from intimate gatherings to lavish celebrations, Trevi staff will work with you every step of the way to bring your vision to life. Trevi uses only the freshest vegetables and the highest quality produce. Our team of chefs are passionate about creating delicious and innovative dishes that will leave your guests impressed. We believe that every event should be an unforgettable experience, and we go beyond to ensure every detail is perfect. Taste the difference. Contact Trevi to learn more about catering packages. Call them at 440-253-3005 or email them at sales@trevicateringohio.com. And when you talk to them, be sure to thank them for their support of Royals football and the Royals Power Meal program. First down and 10 for the Royals from the 27-yard line of Chardon. After the timeout, shotgun, Levac throws toward the end zone, and will there be a call? No! Downfield, Joey Kopech was the intended receiver, and he was run into by number 32 for Chardon. That was Alexander Ash ranging back from his linebacker spot, and the referee decided he's going to keep his flag in his pocket. So 2nd and 10, CVCA. Royals threatening, but 2nd and long. Levac to his left, looks to throw, and it is intercepted. Turned over, an interception by Chardon. And the Royals are turned away. We'll watch it again. Try and get the number for Chardon on that interception. And I believe it was Hewitt, number 3. And it was Caleb Hewitt with a big takeaway for the Hilltoppers. And so the Royals are thwarted deep in Chardon territory. 1 turnover apiece now. And Chardon, with a minute exactly left to go in the first half, has it 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line with their full complement of 3 timeouts left. Levac will want that one back. That is his 7th interception of the season. And Allgood is under center. They're going to run. And the Royals string it out. Beckett Dotson on the carry, number 1.
Number 1, Beckett Dotson on the carry.
Chardon will get the second half kickoff, so head coach Mitch Hewitt takes a conservative first play. No gain on that first down. 2nd and 10. Hope you stick around for the halftime report. Coming up right now, though, we're going to get a timeout by Chardon. Timeout Chardon, and that gives us an opportunity to thank our friends at MediaNet AV. MediaNet AV, empowering your vision, advanced technology, exceptional service. Unleash the power of your ideas with MediaNet AV. We blend cutting-edge technology and superior service to create custom audiovisual solutions tailored for you. For more information, contact Zach and the team at 330-656-5205 or visit them online at MediaNetAV.com. We are indebted to MediaNet AV for their help in getting us on the air. Every single year we've been on the air here since 2020. If you've got a church or a corporate setting that needs audiovisual help, make sure you reach out to MediaNet AV. Zach Novak and team, there's none better in the business. Here it's 2nd down and 10 for Chardon. 37.8 seconds to go. They're under center is Drayton Allgood. 1 receiver in the package. Pitch play, and they're going to run to the near side. And again, the Royals string it out. Inbounds, tackle made on the near side. That was Hewitt. Joey Kopech on the tackle for the Royals, and here you see it right into your living room. No gain again. And the clock runs down to the final 15 seconds. It looks like head coach Mitch Hewitt may not want to snap it. Drayton Allgood heads to the sideline. Hewitt is standing by the referee. Will he call timeout? He will not. We're going to go to the half. Chardon leads this one by a score of 9-6 at halftime. A tight one here at halftime at Royal Stadium, and welcome to the 3-3-0 to go. Rather, 3-3-0 to go. I've got Steve Bader right beside me. Sorry about that. Welcome to the Signs 3-3-0 halftime report, and our apologies to Signs 3-3-0. It's the Signs 3-3-0 halftime show. The score is Chardon 9, CVCA 6. We are glad you're here with us this evening. We're going to hear from the Chardon and CVCA marching bands. Take a look at the playoff picture in Region 9. Plus, we will have our regular segments like Royals at the next level in this day in Royals history. And we're excited to talk some hockey with new CVCA assistant hockey coach David Vanderveer. But first, let's pause now for a word from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. It's halftime at Royal Stadium with a score in the regional quarterfinal in Division 9, Chardon 9 and CVCA 6. We'd love to meet you at CVCA. Visiting our campus will give you a closer look at what CVCA is all about. We host a number of admissions events throughout the year for prospective families just like you. There are plenty of opportunities to get a closer look, register for an event, schedule a tour, or sign up for a shadow experience. The fall open house and the first family preview night are already in the books, but you still have a chance to come to the next family preview night next week on Tuesday, November 12th. Sign up right away. For more information and to sign up, please visit cvcaroyals.org/admissions. Once again, it's halftime right now. We're going to give you an opportunity to enjoy some of the Chardon High School Marching Band.
Features our awesome Taparet dance and pong teams, led by senior Amanda Akbar. This song was released by Motown in 1969 and became the first hit for the supergroup the Jackson 5. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Here is I Want You Back.
Across the street. 21-7. Walsh.
It is halftime at Royal Stadium, and you've been enjoying the Chardon High School Marching Band. It's the Division 3 Region 9 quarterfinal on CVCA live stream. The score at halftime is Chardon 9 and CVCA 6. This is Tim Nichols. Speaking of that Division 3 Region 9 bracket, let's take a look at it. And here it is. We showed it pregame. Tonight, CVCA and Chardon battling to take on the winner of Gilmore Academy and Maple Heights next week. That will be a neutral site location. All games from here on out at neutral sites. Youngstown Ursuline placing VASJ tonight, and Aurora taking on Geneva. Let's take a look at some of those out-of-town scores and see where they are right now. Ursuline up big on VASJ. That was supposed to be a competitive game. Ursuline 30, VASJ nothing. Aurora up on Geneva 21-7. And so it looks like Ursuline and Aurora on a collision course for each other. Gilmore Academy leading Maple Heights 14-0 at the half. And other scores from the North Coast Conference. No score, Buckeye and Padua. CVCA in the North Coast Conference this year. Lake Catholic, the 1 seed in Region 13 over Field 28-0. And Streetsboro up on former PAC member Northwest 20-0 at the half. Speaking of the half, it's our opportunity to talk about some CVCA athletic highlights. Boys soccer this year. Well, the Royals placed 3 players on the all-district first team. Ben Reski, Danny Suarez, and Alex Ott were honored by the Greater Akron Scholastic Coaches Association. Jonathan Van Hella and Nick Myers were second team, and Nicholas Lindberg, Isaac Solomon, and Nate Morales received honorable mention. For girls soccer, Sam Anderson and Izzy Azone were named first team all-district, while Chloe Crosslack and Audrey Haynes were named to the second team, and Ainsley Radicke, Maddie Solomon, and Marin Helwig received honorable mention honors. The CVCA cross-country teams competed in the Division II OHSAA State Championships in Columbus last weekend. The boys team finished 6th in the entire state in Division II. Congratulations to them. And the girls, not so bad themselves. They finished 7th in Division II. Good job by both the boys and girls cross-country teams. What's the saying? The seasons, they are changing. Well, that's true at CVCA as the winter sports season is gearing up. Boys and girls basketball are already practicing and scrimmaging, but the season doesn't kick off until later in the month. It's a busy weekend for hockey, though, with scrimmages both days this weekend, tomorrow against Elyria Catholic and Sunday against St. Ignatius. The puck drops for real for CVCA 1 week from tomorrow, and don't you look now, the defending Barron Cup champions, the Strongsville Mustangs, are the first test for the veteran CVCA squad. But since it's still football season, we're still working out our plans to cover CVCA hockey, but rest assured there'll be plenty of hockey coverage on CVCA Livestream this winter. We're going to talk hockey in a couple of moments with our halftime guest, brand new CVCA assistant hockey coach David Vanderveer. But first, if you've never tuned into CVCA Livestream's hockey coverage, here's a sample for you. Let's look back now on the extended highlights from the 2023 CVCA Christmas Tournament. And by the looks of it, here it is on the replay, number 55 on the deflection down low. Jake Tiggemeyer gets credit for the goal, Kurt on the assist, and the Eagles draw first blood tonight, 1-0 Clay. It sends it up to the left point. A shot is knocked down, and Sif sends it forward, and Cord Stegmeyer on a potential breakaway. He's got a man, pulls him down, and this may be a penalty shot. We'll have to see what the call is. Stegmeyer on a breakaway was hauled down. The most exciting play in hockey coming up right here. You've got CVCA's leading goal scorer, Cord Stegmeyer, with 9 goals in the tournament, and Noah Schott, perhaps the best goaltender you might see all season, in goal for Clay. The penalty shot comes with 2 minutes and 32 seconds gone, and Stegmeyer winds up. Across the blue line he comes, into the right circle, coming left, shoots, and he's stymied by Noah Schott. Schott saves the penalty shot for Clay, and it remains 1-0. There's the replay. Ali Stegmeyer gains the zone. He's got company 3 different Eagles. Leaves it for his brother. He'll shoot, and it's a score! A power play goal for the Royals, and it's tied 1-1. Here's the replay, and it's Cord Stegmeyer. He fired it, got leveled, but buried it. 1-1. Kurt gains the zone. Kurt's going to wind up. He's off target. Jumps to the near side. And the Royals another chance. 2-on-1. Geneva. Centers, and a score! The first goal of the year for Jacob Schwartzbeck. Noah Geneva with a perfect feed, and Jacob Schwartzbeck has put the Royals up 2-1. On the 2-on-1, shorthanded, Geneva feathered it, and Schwartzbeck was there to put the Royals on top. Empty net, 5-on-5 with a man in the penalty box for Clay. Face-off drop down, and the Royals are able to tip it up. Sif has it. David Sif has it. Moved to the corner, but the clock winding down. 8 seconds left. Time for one more rush. Into the offensive zone. Ali Stegmeyer has it for CVCA. He's going to send it down the ice. The buzzer sounds, and the Royals are the CVCA Christmas Tournament champions for the 2nd year in a row. Well, Coach, welcome to CVCA. Does that video get you fired up?
It really does. I'm looking forward to the season getting started.
It's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you, too. Good to be here.
Very good to have you. So, Coach, that was I want to run through a wall after watching that video.
Too.
That was quite the tournament. Clay was such a great team last year.
Yeah.
And the Royals were the underdog, much like tonight that we're seeing on the football field, with Chardon being so powerful.
Well, you told me that the Chardon team really took us to task last year, so it looks like we're putting up a big fight tonight.
We were definitely putting up a fight tonight. So, yeah, that was not too different a year ago. The Royals came out on top, and you're getting to know some of those players right now.
Yeah.
So it took CVCA's best game of the year last year to defeat Clay in that Christmas tournament. So, you know, you've got a long and prestigious hockey career and coaching history, coaching both men and women at the collegiate level, but it's led you to CVCA. Can you walk us through how God led you to Northeast Ohio and the Royals hockey program?
That is a long and winding road, I dare say.
We did the short version, right?
Short version, absolutely. Well, I started out coaching in Virginia, and then it moved me to Pennsylvania, where I met my wife now, and then we were down in the Naval Academy coaching for the women's team, and then COVID happened, and then we just moved back up to Dayton side of Ohio. And fast forward a couple years, we're here now. Work brought me this way, and I was looking for hockey teams to coach in the area, and I just emailed Coach Doug just out of happenstance, and he was like, we are absolutely looking for a coach, actually. So we didn't even post a position yet. So I'd love to talk to you, because he was also the head of Hockey Ministries International.
He was before he came here. He's been here a long time. Just got his 200th win a couple years ago. That's Doug Fairchild, the CVCA head hockey coach that Dave is referring to.
Yep, and I had done some work with Hockey Ministries International in Pittsburgh and Raleigh, so that's kind of how we just really connected there.
So what are your first impressions of CVCA?
I'm happy to be here. I'm really excited for the work it seems like God is doing here, and that the fact that he led me here so I could also share my faith and be a steward for them. I'm really excited.
Talk about that a little bit. We're getting to know you here, so
yeah.
With all the fans watching outside, how did you come to know the Lord Jesus, and how did you end up coaching hockey and looking for a Christian hockey opportunity?
Well, I was born and raised in Virginia Beach, and I was taken to church every Sunday. And then over the years, I had been searching for something deeper, because it wasn't really a biblical church that I was going to, no really biblical foundation. So that was something important to me that I wanted to study and learn on my own. And I have gone through different devotionals and studies through Ligonier, and we are at a great church right now. And I know that God was calling me to serve, and hockey is one of my passions. And he, I think, made me pretty good at it.
Yeah.
And he allowed me to use hockey to be a disciple for him.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, how's the acclimation period been? You've been 2 weeks, I think, since coaches have been able to get on the ice and coach the players. So what do you want to bring to this veteran group of players we just saw on the screen? We got a lot of guys back.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited about it. And what I want to bring is just maybe a different voice that they haven't heard before. Doug has coached a long time in many different respects at different levels, and I've been collegiate coach. Maybe these guys haven't seen a lot of that coming in. And over the last couple of weeks on the ice, I've brought a couple unique drills,
right?
Some unique ideas that we might want to try on the ice during games, and they've been really receptive to it and really happy to have me there, which is great.
That's good. So we got Strongsville coming in, first game, defending Barron Cup champions. The Barron Cup is the cup you want to get. If you haven't followed hockey in Ohio, it's like the Hoosiers movie. Every single team gets to go in the playoffs in one division. A team like CVCA, a team like Strongsville has no chance at winning the state championship, but they do have a chance at winning the Barron Cup, and Strongsville, the defending Barron Cup champions, knocked CVCA out of the tournament last year. What are you ready for next week?
I'm absolutely ready for next week, and from what I can tell and from what I'm told, we have learned a lot from those playoffs last year, and we have like a whole new mentality, and we are ready to attack it and make sure that we take down Strongsville and set the tone for the year.
Yeah, we beat them twice last year in the regular season, but when it counted, Strongsville upset CVCA. They then went on to upset Kenston and came out of nowhere to win the Barron Cup. So congratulations to Strongsville. We know their coach got a chance to talk to them last year, but certainly CVCA wants to bring it. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, one last question for you.
Sure.
We've got not a whole lot of time here, but you're a hockey guy, right?
Absolutely.
Beard game is strong.
Thank you.
Do you remember the last time, so it's No Shave November, which is a hockey thing, last time you were clean shaven? This comes out of left field, right?
I'm fairly certain it might have been summer of 2013, I think.
All right.
Summer of 2013. So it's been a little while. So I don't think it's going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. It looks great.
Thank
you. So if you're a hockey fan, you watch hockey at any level, the beard game is a big deal. Coach David Vanderveer,
thank you so much.
Thank you for being our halftime guest. Welcome to CVCA. We're glad you're here. And make sure you're following CVCA on social media, CVCA live stream, that is. We will have plenty of hockey for you this coming season. The first game is next Saturday. Most of our home games will be broadcast on CVCA live streaming. Yours truly, David, has a son at Wheaton College playing football.
Awesome.
So I've got a senior day next Saturday when the opening game is. John Powell sitting in front of me. We're trying to figure out how to get me remotely in to do the game. Pay attention next week on CVCA live stream social media accounts. We'll let you know if we have that Strongsville game. We're certainly going to have a lot of games throughout the course of the winter on CVCA live stream on our YouTube channel. David Vanderveer, welcome to Northeast Ohio. Welcome to CVCA. We're glad you're our halftime guest. CVCA trailing at halftime. It's Chardon 9 and CVCA 6. Right now, an opportunity to enjoy the CVCA marching band. It is halftime at CVCA, the Division III Region 9 regional quarterfinal, with Chardon leading the Royals by a score of 9-6. Tim Nichols along with you on CVCA live stream. Great to have assistant hockey coach David Vandeveer as our guest at halftime. We get a chance to look at Royals at the next level at one of our regular halftime segments, and we'll get into that right now. CVCA 2019 graduate and Las Vegas Raider wide receiver Trey Tucker caught a pair of passes last Sunday in the Raiders' 41-24 loss to the Bengals, the fifth straight loss by the Raiders. Following the game, the Raiders fired their offensive coordinator, the O-line coach, and the quarterbacks coach, and they are bringing in Norv Turner as an offensive consultant. Turner won a pair of Super Bowls as an offensive coordinator and 3 head coaching stints in the NFL later. Hopefully it'll translate to more wins and more success for Tucker and the Raiders. At the Division II and Division III and collegiate level, speaking of the Raiders, the Purple Raiders of Mount Union and Marietta have arguably the biggest game in the NCAA Division III football tomorrow. Both teams are a perfect 8-0, and the OAC Championship's on the line. Mount Union tuned up for the game with a 54-0 win over Capital last weekend. 2024 CVCA graduates Ricky Levac and Logan Scranton are suiting up for Mount Union this year. Mount will be hosting the Pioneers, who blasted Wilmington 52-6 a week ago. CVCA 2023 graduate Brandon Riley is a member of the Pios. Kickoff at Cara Stadium in Alliance tomorrow, 1:30. Elsewhere, the Worcester Scots made it 2 wins in a row with a 30-20 win over Hiram. 2022 graduate Jordan Lewis had a pair of catches in the victory for the Scots. He's joined by Dylan Byers, 2023 graduate of CVCA at Worcester. And finally, the former Royals wide receiver James Tisello is part of the Lindsey Wilson College team in Columbia, Kentucky. The Blue Raiders compete in the Mid-South Conference of the NAIA. They've recorded back-to-back top 25 victories, defeating number 22 Cumberland University of Tennessee 20-17 last weekend. Now we'll move forward to this day in Royals history. Tonight's game is being played on November 8th, and while this is the 13th game that CVCA has played during the month of November, the Royals have never played a game before on November 8th, so the Royals have played 2 games on November 7th and 1 game on November 9th. So we're going to take a little liberty and talk about the game that was played here at Royal Stadium 4 years and 2 days ago on this day in Royals history, November 6th, 2020. It was the COVID season, and the playoffs started early. CVCA won a pair of playoff games before running into Lake Catholic in Week 9 of the season. Despite leading at halftime, CVCA was not able to finish and was dismissed from the playoffs by the Cougars, who ultimately went all the way to the state championship game in Division 4. But because of COVID and the early start to the playoff season, the OHSAA allowed postseason playoff regular season games to be scheduled, and CVCA and West Branch decided to do just that. It was the first ever meeting between the two schools. The Royals were 7-3 coming into the game. With the most prolific offense in school history, West Branch was 8-1, their only loss to Youngstown Ursuline in the playoffs. They had been the 3 seed in Region 13, and it may have been the greatest game that nobody saw, given the COVID attendance restrictions. Nobody saw it, that is, unless you were watching CVCA live stream that night, and what we witnessed was remarkable. The game couldn't have started any worse for the Royals, who gave up a pick six, a block punt for a score, and a kickoff return for a score, all in the first half. CVCA got down by 28 points twice in the first half, at 28-0 early in the second quarter, and 35-7 with 2 minutes to go in the half. But the offense got going and scored right before the half and converted a 2-point play to make it 42-22 at the break, offering a glimmer of hope. The second half began, and Logan Scranton recovered a fumble on the first West Branch possession. CVCA converted to pull within 42-29. Normally a comeback from so far back occurs through the air, but CVCA's big offensive line was paving huge holes for quarterback Michael Bevington and running back Kyle Snyder, as you see right up on the screen there. So CVCA scored again, and then again, and suddenly that 28-point deficit was gone, and probably CVCA led 43-42, but West Branch did not fold. They answered and retook the lead 48-43 going into the fourth quarter, but by then the CVCA offense was firing on all cylinders. 2 more fourth quarter touchdowns put CVCA in front 58-48, and it seemed like the improbable victory was within reach. But West Branch scored again in the final minute, and then they recovered an onside kick. The best game no one ever saw came down to a Hail Mary, which Bevington intercepted at the 2-yard line, and finally the win was secured. CVCA ran the ball that night for 515 yards on the beleaguered Warriors defense. Bevington had 33 carries for 240 yards and 4 touchdowns, while Kyle Snyder ran it 29 times for 275 yards and 2 scores. Bevington only completed 5 passes on the evening, but it accounted for 118 more yards, with 2 of them going for touchdowns, one to Ty Bova, the other to Brant Simmons. The win marked the end of the illustrious career of the greatest quarterback in CVCA football history. Michael Bevington and the Royals finished the COVID season at 8-3. The final score was CVCA 58, West Branch 55, and it happened on this day in Royals history, November 6th, 2020. Tonight, it is 9-6 at halftime, and we've got some highlights to show you from the first half here at Royal Stadium. Let me cue them up for you. Here's the opening field goal of the game by Sam Sokarich, set up by a big return by Caleb Hewitt. On the next possession, Drayton Allgood found Beckett Dotson for a 50-yard touchdown pass. The score was 9-0, but in the very next play from scrimmage, here is CVCA's Ryan Weehee. 81 yards off the left side, and he was gone to the end zone. Weehee scored for the Royals. The extra point was blocked, and that's where we stand after one half of play. Chardon 9 and CVCA 6. Clock winding down on halftime. In fact, there's only 9 seconds left. The Royals are heading out of the field, and that concludes the Signs 330 halftime report. We're ready for second half football here from Royal Stadium. Calvin Warren is out on the field to kick off for the Royals. Once again, you are watching CVCA live stream exclusively on the NFHS network tonight, the exclusive partner of the Ohio High School Athletic Association for all facilities that have NFHS cameras. We do. I'd like to bring you CVCA live stream on this platform and on YouTube on the regular season, or during the regular season. But here, if you found us tonight, we are glad you are with us. Back deep to return for Chardon is number 3, Caleb Hewitt. And it's a pooch kick. It will not get to Hewitt. It's fielded at the 26-yard line, and it's going to be returned across the 40 out to the 43-yard line by one of the up men. Looks like number 5, Kevin Mannery, on the return. And Chardon will have good field position to start the second half.
Tackle by host of Royals, including number 32, Reed Jones. Brings up 1st and 10, Hilltoppers.
First and 10, Chardon from the Hilltoppers' 44-yard line. And they will start out of the shotgun with Allgood. Have a pair of backs to flank him. He'll hand to Vinny Columbi, who's across the 45 out to the 49-yard line. He'll pick up 5 at 2nd down and 5. Take a look at the halftime stats as we get started here in the second half. 9-6 Chardon leading. Royals have more yards, 162 to 122 after that last play. 115 to 62 rushing, 60 to 47 Chardon leading in the passing game, 50 on one of those plays. Both teams with 2 costly turnovers, one on the 1-yard line for the Hilltoppers. The biggest play perhaps in the first half. And here we go, 2nd and 5 for Chardon as we open the second half from the 49-yard line of the Hilltoppers. Columbi, it's the fake. Actually, he got the ball. And both Columbi and Allgood got tackled in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 and 3rd down and 9. So the Royals defense sound on that play, tackling both the ball carrier and the fake ball carrier in Allgood. 3rd down and 9. Royals defense trying to get off the field quickly. The Hilltoppers split a pair out to the near side. Two options in the backfield as well for Allgood out of the shotgun. He's going to throw, drops back, and he's under a big rush. Goes to his right side, and he's taken down for a sack in the backfield. Timeout. We do not see a flag on the field, but there is a conversation. And it looks like there may be a discussion of a potential horse collar. But again, no flag has been dropped. It was Tommy Kopech on the sack for CVCA. There is a flag down right on the yard marker. Now we see it. It's right on the white on the 35-yard line. And they do wave it off. No horse collar. It goes down as a sack and a loss of 9 yards. And the Royals defense stands tall and turns away Chardon on the first possession. And that will bring out the punter, Gavin Roboleski. Zach Anderson is back deep for CVCA to receive this punt. He fair caught the last one. Roboleski stands at his own 22-yard line waiting for the ball. Good snap. Royals have a return on. Roboleski has a wobbly kick get away, and it's going to bounce and not go very far. It'll be down on the 30-yard line. And so the Royals get decent field position after the exchange of possessions. CVCA turns away Chardon 3 and out, and the Royals will have first down and 10 to start their second half from their own 30. So Charlie Levac heads out to lead the Royals offense. As we looked at those halftime scores, this is the closest game ongoing in Division III, Region 9 tonight. A 3-point game at the half. Levac rolls to his right. He's going to throw, and it's knocked down. He had a man open, but a great defensive play right there by number 4, Tyler Noir. And it's second down and 10. Noir got his big mid up in the air and knocked down that pass. So second and 10 for the Royals. From under center, Levac will hand up the middle. And a short gain for CVCA. Under that pile, looks like it might have been Kopech, number 20. And it was. Third and long for the Royals. They'll give him 2. It's third down and 8. Scoreboard says 9, but he did gain 2 on that play, so we're going to officially call it third and 8 and overrule the folks on the scoreboard. Chardon had 3 penalties in the first half for encroachment. See if they can be more disciplined, and they are in this play. Levac will roll to his left and look to throw. Lost it out there deep, and it is incomplete. And a flag is down. The Royals are going to get a pass interference call, and it's going to be a first down. And they're going to get Kevin Mannery on the PI. Braden Harris looking to come back, and Mannery ran right through him. Let's take another look at it. Levac rolled out, lofted it up there. And you can see that Mannery did not look back for the ball. And that is the reason the flag was thrown. It was underthrown, the ball. But Mannery, not trying to make a play on it, ran right through the receiver. And they moved the penalty yards, or they marked off the penalty yards all the way out to the 47-yard line of Chardon. 15 yards on the flag. First down and 10 CVCA near midfield. Big conversion on third and 8 by penalty. They'll run it. Left side, Weehee. Looked like the play they scored on that time. Just a short gain, maybe a yard, perhaps 2. Second down and 8, a long 8. It was Beckett Dotson in there on the tackle for Chardon. The linebacker. They spotted on the 49-yard line. Once again, left side, Weehee. Same play, same result. Across midfield to the Chardon 49-yard line. 2 yards. It's going to be third down, though. 3rd down and a long 6. The Royals need the 43-yard line to move the sticks. They currently spot it right on the 49. Both these teams committed to the run game. It's the bread and butter. Levac out of the shotgun this time. Going to roll to his right under big pressure. Escapes the first. Throws downfield, and it is incomplete. Short. And the Royals will have to punt. It was Braden Harris, the intended receiver. Levac had a rush in his face almost in the moment he received the ball. Here it is again from ground level. And you can see he had to escape to his right and through. He did have Harris open, but he could not bring it in. So it's 4th down. And Chardon turns away CVCA. So Hewitt, one of the biggest plays of the first half, the big punt return early. Calvin Warren out to punt again for the Royals. He'll stand in his own 39-yard line. Hewitt with his back heel on the 15. Warren gets it away, angles it toward the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds. No return. We'll see where they mark it. Chardon will have a long field. Looks like they will mark it on the 25-yard line. So a 24-yard punt for CVCA. The Hilltoppers have their second possession of the second half. One score through the air tonight. A 50-yard touchdown pass from Drayton Allgood to Beckett Dotson. The other score for Chardon, a field goal off the leg of Sam Sokarich after Hewitt returned the ball down to the 10-yard line. The Royals pushed the Hilltoppers back, but still they got 3 out of it, and that's the difference. Up the left side, Allgood keeps it, and he gets out to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup of 5 yards for the Hilltoppers junior quarterback. 2nd and 5. The winner looks like they're going to get Gilmore Academy next week. The score up the road, up 91, holds true tonight. Gilmore playing Maple Heights. And a site to be determined. Gilmore is the 2 seed in this region. Royals the 3, Chardon the 6. Under center is Allgood. And he'll keep it. A little bit of a quarterback counter there. Faked the handoff and then went upfield. He gained 3. It's 3rd down and 2. Tommy Kopech in on the tackle for the Royals. The freshman, the younger of the 2 Kopech brothers that suit up for CVCA. Chardon trying to move the sticks here. Under 7 to go, 3rd quarter. 1-score game. Right up the gut, and the Royals stuff the Hilltoppers. There's some pushing and some shoving. It's just football pushing and shoving, but it's 4th down. Columbia on the carry. Ryan Weehee on the tackle, and the punting unit comes out on the field for the Hilltoppers. Fourth and 1. You don't think that head coach Mitch Hewitt would fake it from here. In his own territory. He will not. High snap, the Royals come after it, almost get to it. And it bounces in Royals territory and takes a CVCA bounce and goes backwards. And it's going to be down on the Chardon 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard punt. So the high snap messed with the timing of the punter, Gavin Roboleski. He did a good job just to get it off with a big rush in his face, but it doesn't go far, and the Royals will take over 1st down and 10 in Chardon territory. They gain 4 yards on that exchange of punts. First and 10, CVCA trailing by 3. Ryan Weehee with an 81-yard touchdown run. That's been it for the Royals. They've had their chances, though. And they'll throw. They want to go deep. Now Levac's going to tuck it. He's going to run it. He's got some open space on the far side of the field, and he's hauled out of bounds, but not before a 1st down, and flags go down. He might have a first down, and he might have a late hit out of bounds. Levac jumps right up and heads all the way across the field to get the next play on the CVCA sideline. And we'll wait for the call. So they're going to give Levac 8 yards on the play, but then a 15-yard personal foul for a late hit out of bounds. And the Royals are going to be all the way down into the red zone on the 20-yard line of Chardon. The Royals got deep earlier in the first half and then threw a pick. See one of their best drives of the first half thwarted. We'll see what head coach Nick Cook dials up here for his Royals. Levac on the counter, and boy, this goes nowhere. It's a loss of 5. Zach Anderson ran right into the Chardon defense, who was in the backfield. A big play. It's Matthew McElroy, as you'll see it on the replay right here. Got in and made the tackle. Number 47, the junior defensive end. So 2nd and 15 for CVCA. Play clocks are now off for whatever reason, so the play clock is being kept on the field. Levac will roll to his right, looking to throw, still waiting. Lost it downfield, and it is caught. Touchdown, CVCA! Joey Kopech on the touchdown pass, 25 yards from Charlie Levac, and the Royals are on top. Here's the replay. Levac rolled to his right, bought some time. A nice block in the backfield to free up CVCA's quarterback by number 64, Ben Truex. And he found Joey Kopech ranging open in the flat, and Kopech hauled it in for a touchdown. Calvin Warren out to kick the extra point. Snap down, kick is up, and it's blocked again for the second time. And so the Royals lead by 3. 2 blocked extra points for Chardon, but CVCA takes their first lead of the game on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Charlie Levac to Joey Kopech. The second time Kopech has hauled in a touchdown pass this season, the 8th touchdown pass for the quarterback Charlie Levac. Here it is again from ground level. You see Levac keeping his eyes downfield, and Kopech right there hauled it in for the touchdown. It is a ball game. 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. CVCA leading for the first time tonight, 12-9. Warren out to kick. Hewitt. Caleb Hewitt back deep to receive. The Royals have yet to kick it to Hewitt on a kickoff. The last kickoff was returned by Kevin Mannery, one of the upbacks, number 5. This time Warren's going to kick it away, and Hewitt's going to get a chance from his own 5. And he falls down, and he's going to be called down with his knee at the 6-yard line. Actually, it wasn't Hewitt. It was number 10, Drayton Allgood, the quarterback, back to return that one. And Allgood slipped. The turf monster got him, and the Hilltoppers are going to be backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'll mark it at the 7. Officially a 2-yard return. Tackled by the turf monster at CVCA on the far side of the field. So Chardon with the ball, trailing for the first time tonight, but certainly powerful. This team, defending regional champion. Seniors on this team, state champions in 2020 as freshmen. Hilltoppers, Allgood, going to keep it. And Allgood is going to be taken down after a short gain out to about the 10, maybe the 11-yard line. Joey Kopech in there on the tackle. Just a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 8. Hilltoppers break the huddle. Single receiver in the pattern on the near side. Bunch formation, all good under center. Columbia in the backfield. And they'll give it to Columbia, and Columbia's met, and he's lifted up and put on the ground and planted. Joey Kopech again for the Royals. A short gain again, 2 yards, but 3rd down and 6. So 3rd down again, deep in their own territory for the Hilltoppers. Facing some adversity here at Royal Stadium on the road. Fans on their feet making some noise here at Royal Stadium. Pair of receivers near side. All good in the shotgun. He looks to throw. Across the middle, thrown, and it's going to be intercepted by CVCA. Nathan Cook has it, and the Royals with another takeaway. Return back to the 25-yard line. The 3rd interception of the year for Drayton Allgood, and Cook is fired up. So are the fans. That ball never had a chance. Allgood, with a rush in his face, just lobbed it out there. It was like a punt. And the Royals now with another chance in Chardon territory with the lead with 3:19 to go. It's the 2nd takeaway of the contest for CVCA. As we said last week, Chardon turned it over 3 times against Talmadge. The Royals trying to make them pay. Levac out of the shotgun. He's got a pair of receivers in the pattern. He's going to roll to his right. He wants to throw, wide open, and it hit the receiver, Kopech, in the face mask. He was wide open, but he wasn't ready for the ball. So 2nd and 10 for the Royals. You can't put it any better on target than he just did. From the 26-yard line of Chardon. You've got to think the Royals want the end zone. The kicking game's been a nightmare tonight for CVCA. Just up the middle. Short gain that time. 3rd down. Kopech the carrier. They're going to spot it just inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 2. 3rd and a long 8. Very likely 4-down territory here for CVCA. Calvin Warren does have the leg from here, but 2 of his extra points have been blocked tonight. The Royals come out in the T. Levac under center, and they false start on the left-hand side. It'll now be 3rd and 13. So Chardon trying to stand tall. The Royals stubbing their toe right there. Once again, you still think it's probably 4-down territory with any kind of positive gain right here. A field goal from the 30-yard line would be 47 yards, and that's asking too much for your kicker with a porous line. It'd probably be too much for anybody outside of Orrville, Ohio, where they've got an outstanding kicker. Levac, shotgun, throws, looking for the end zone. He's got a man out there, Harris, and it is caught, but out of bounds. Harris hauled it in, but could not get a foot in bounds, and so it's 4th down for CVCA. So 4th down and 13 for CVCA. They'll spot it on the 29-yard line. The Royals need the 16 to keep the drive going. Chardon trying to get off the field after turning it over. They were backed up, so they would actually gain about 25 yards if they can hold CVCA here. A pair of receivers far side. They show a blitz. They're coming. Levac rolls to his left. He's under pressure. He needs to look downfield, throws, and it is knocked away, incomplete, and turned over on downs. And so Zach Anderson, the intended receiver, could not haul that in. And actually it was Braden Harris, number 13, not Anderson, 23. And so Chardon breathes a sigh of relief. And they will take over down 3 again with 1:58 to go here in the third quarter. And instead of being backed up inside their own 10-yard line, they get it on the 30. So for Drayton Allgood, it essentially was a punt. So 12-9. The Royals lead, Allgood out of the shotgun. He'll keep, and he will not get much. Once again, falls forward with the big offensive line in front of him. Not much is 4 yards, so a nice run there. Nice push by the offensive line for Chardon. 2nd and 6. It was Ryan Weehee in there on the tackle for CVCA. Last 90 seconds of the third quarter in a tight one from Royal Stadium on CVCA live stream. Single receiver on the far side at the numbers. Allgood under center. Up the middle it goes. The Royals are right there to make the tackle again. Vinny Columbi falls forward. He's going to gain 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 4. We'll make it 3rd and 3.
Number 34, Vinny Columbi on the short gain by the Hilltoppers. Tackle by number 20, Joey Kopak.
So 3rd down and 3. Final minute of the third quarter. Third down and 3. Crowd rising to their feet, making some noise on the near side. Shotgun formation this time for Chardon. Allgood. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get the first down across the 40-yard line out to the 41, a pickup of 4 yards. And Drayton Allgood moves the chains for the Hilltoppers. They rewind the clock. Final 24 seconds of the third quarter. And Chardon may get a playoff here. We're down to 10. They break the huddle with 8. And it looks like they're in no hurry to make a play, and they won't. The clock winds out on the third quarter, our third quarter, which saw CVCA take the lead. And at the end of 3 quarters from Royal Stadium, it's CVCA 12 and Chardon 9. So once again, as we get to the third quarter break, we want to remind you that it's your opportunity to support CVCA live stream professional production with 100% volunteer staffing. Livestream began as an idea about how to get CVCA sporting events into your living room during COVID, and we've done 150 plus broadcasts since that time. Fully volunteer from the start, but the budget's about $5,000 a year to make this happen. Fully absorbed by this team, yours truly and others putting on the production. We've never taken a dime before now, but for the first time, we're asking for your support and you to support CVCA Livestream by giving directly to support our broadcast through the CVCA Giving interface. Go to the website on the screen, cvcalivestream.org/give-now, or scan that QR code. Better yet, just take a picture of your screen right now. And when you do give on the website, make sure you reference CVCA Livestream in the comments section so that the folks who take the donations in know where to send it. We thank you for watching. We hope you're excited to be watching this fourth quarter as Chardon breaks the huddle. They've got a 1st down and 10, trailing by 3 on their own 41-yard line. Allgood under center. Counter play coming back to the second level. Nicest run play in quite some time. A 9-yard gain for number 1, Beckett Dotson. Dotson has the only touchdown tonight for the Hilltoppers, a 50-yard touchdown reception in the first quarter. It put Chardon up 9-0 after an extra point was wide. The Royals have scored the last 12. Now Chardon has it 2nd and 1, early fourth quarter from midfield. Shotgun formation this time for Allgood. And a false start, flags everywhere, and it will be 2nd down and 6. So as they mark off the penalties, we're going to take a look at the third quarter stats real quick. Royals leading now 12-9. 198 yards for CVCA, 126 on the ground, 81 for Chardon. The Royals defense standing tall. Chardon averages 270 yards a game on the ground. 2 big turnovers for Chardon, 1 for CVCA. 55 penalty yards against the Hilltoppers, as you see that extra penalty just marked off right there. 12-9 CVCA, 2nd down and 6 for the Hilltoppers. And again, Allgood out of the shotgun. He'll keep it. He'll head up the middle. He's going to be met just past the line of scrimmage, and again, it'll be 3rd down. It has been tough sledding for the Hilltoppers tonight. The Royals gave up 342 yards to Streetsboro in the opening game on the ground. Streetsboro with 2 Division I prospects on their offensive line. Since that night, the Royals have averaged 74 yielded on the ground in the 10 games that have followed the opener. Chardon a little bit above that, but not much. Well off their average of 270 so far with a quarter to go. 3rd down and 4. This time, the Hilltoppers under center. Up the middle, Columbi is going to get the 1st down. He needed 4, he got 5. Vinny Columbi is a load to take down, and the Hilltoppers keep the sticks moving. Columbi looks healthy. He may have missed 5.5 games this season, but he is certainly back and running with a vengeance. Clock running, 9:45 to go in regulation. On the counter, Dotson got it, but he was taken down, a shoestring tackle by number 4, Draylon Price, the senior for CVCA. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Once again, for whatever reason, the play clock's not functioning right now. The play clock being kept on the field. So Chardon breaks the huddle. Again, single seat receiver formation on the numbers on the far side. The junior quarterback, Allgood, barks out the signals under center. Columbi breaks through the open. Vinny Columbi, 30, 25, taken out of bounds on the 22-yard line. Biggest run of the night for Vinny Columbi. He's going to pick up 24 yards. 25 yards, they'll mark him at the 20, oh, mark him at the 22. So 24 yards on the carry. A big play for Columbi and the Hilltoppers, and an audible cheer from the far sideline. Clock winds, 8:40. Actually, out of bounds was Columbia, so it stopped at 8:42 once they start this play. Oh, Columbia again, the big man. 5'10", 192, it says on the scorecard. He'll pick up 3 yards there, 2nd and a short 7. We'll give him 4. 2nd and 6 from inside the red zone now on the 19 of CVCA. Best drive of the half for Chardon. Royals could not do anything with an interception. Chardon took over on downs on their own 30. They run it again. I believe that was Columbia again. And it was. He'll pick up another 4. It's 3rd down and 2. From the 15-yard line. Royals defense with their backs up against the wall, trying to hold. Chardon has converted their last 2 3rd down plays. Columbia lines up behind Allgood. He'll likely get it again. And he'll block. Allgood tiptoes close to the 1st down. They stop the clock, and they move the chains. It's 2 yards, and it is a first down for the Hilltoppers.
First down, Chardon.
And the referee winds the clock again. 7 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Fourth quarter. Hilltoppers trailing CVCA, but they are in the red zone. Down 3. They'll spot it on the 13-yard line. A steady diet of Vinny Columbi on this drive. He's in the backfield again. The Royals selling out to stop the run. It's a sweep. And at the 10, and inside the 10-yard line is Beckett Dotson. So Dotson was strung out, but ran forward and gained 5 yards. Here's the replay from ground level. Coming right into your living room is Dotson. And finally taken down by Ryan Weehee and a host of others. Now inside the 10-yard line from the 8. Knocking on the door of the Hilltoppers. The last time they got down this close, they had a 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line, and Allgood and Columbi ran into each other, and the ball was put on the turf, and Chiron Fikes came up with it. The Royals defense trying to get a stop here. Chardon trying to take the lead past the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Columbi, left side, across the 5 toward the goal line, taken down on the 2-yard line. He's got enough for another first down. It'll be first down and goal. They'll mark it on the 3. First and goal from the 3-yard line for the Hilltoppers. Vinny Columbi has been the man all year long. Down close to the goal line. Despite missing half the season, he leads Chardon with 10 touchdowns on the season. You've got to think the ball is going to number 34 down here. He lines up behind his quarterback. All good. Gives to Columbi, and Columbi is in the end zone. Touchdown, Chardon. Vinny Columbi puts the Hilltoppers back on top in a back-and-forth game here at Royal Stadium. It is Chardon now leading 15-12, and Columbi not touched until he was deep into the end zone. And the Hilltoppers with the swinging gate formation on the extra point. We talked about Sam Sockridge a lot in the first quarter. Haven't had too much to talk about for the place kicker, the senior. He missed his first PAT. Snap is down, Sockridge kick is up, and this one does split the uprights, and that is an important point after touchdown. It gives the Hilltoppers a 4-point lead, and it's going to force CVCA to find the end zone if they want to battle back in this one. 5 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Chardon leads it 16-12. It's been a good one here at Royal Stadium tonight. We're glad you are watching along with us on the NFHS Network. Winner of this game will likely play Gilmore Academy.
One more shout out to our power man.
Sockridge back out on the field to kick off. And we'll try and bring up those out-of-town scores and get a quick update for you before this kickoff. And there they are. Looking at that game, Gilmore up 21-0 at the half, so they are well in front of Maple Heights. Ursuline big over VSJ 44-0, Aurora winning. Elsewhere tonight, Lake Catholic looks like they're going to win, and Streetsboro is already defeated Northwest 34-7. But the one we're looking at is that Gilmore score. The winner of this game will get Gilmore next week, the 2 seed, if the score holds. Chardon already surprised the CVCA return game once with a surprise onside kick. Sockridge, he'll kick this one away, and Kopech's going to get it at his 11. Kopech ranges out across the 15. He meets a host of Chardon Hilltoppers at the 25-yard line. That's as far as he's going to get, and the Royals will have first and 10 with a long field in front of them. 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
Kickoff return by number 20, Joey Kopech.
with which to work. The Royals need a touchdown. It's winning time at Royal Stadium for both of these teams. You've got the Chardon Hilltoppers, been to the regional final, I believe, 4 straight years. You got CVCA looking for just their second ever regional quarterfinal victory. First one in 2019. They're going to run left side, and a short gain for Ryan Weehee. He'll pick up 2, second down and 8.
3-yard run brings up a 2nd and 7.
The Royals defeated Salem here at Royal Stadium in 2019, back when the playoffs were 8 teams per region. That is the only other time the Royals have won a regional quarterfinal game. Winning is old hat in the playoffs for Chardon. 2nd and 8 for the Royals. Out of the shotgun. Levac throws, looking deep for a man, and it is out of bounds. And now the Royals have 3rd down and 8. Clock stops at 4:14, but the Royals behind the chains a bit. They need an 8-yard gain out to the 35-yard line. That was not a high percentage play for CVCA. The Hilltoppers faithful, making noise on the far side now. Trying to urge on the defense. Out of the shotgun. Trips, or 3 in the formation. Levac rolls right. Flushed, throws. It is caught, or is it? It is short of the first down marker no matter what. And it is incomplete. They are looking for Joey Kopech. And so 3 and out go the Royals after Chardon took the lead. And CVCA will have to punt it away with 4:08 to go in the 4th quarter, trailing by 4. Chardon has blocked 3 punts this season. Return man Caleb Hewitt had a big return in the 1st quarter. Calvin Warren stands at his own 16-yard line. He needs a boomer right here. Good snap. He'll get it away, and he does boom it. And it's going to go over the head of Hewitt and take a big CVCA roll. A huge CVCA roll inside the 20 and downed on the 18-yard line. 54 yards on the punt. No return for Calvin Warren, who comes up big, the senior, late in this regional quarterfinal game. So he switched the field, does Warren. 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in regulation. The Royals have all 3 of their timeouts. The defense, though, seemed to tire a bit on that last drive, which featured a lot of Vinny Columbi. And we'll see if Chardon goes right back to him and tries to win this game by moving the chains and getting 3 or 4 first downs. 1st and 10 Hilltoppers from their own 18. It's a run play. And the Royals defense standing tall, but every single time, though, the offensive line moves forward just a couple of yards. That's a short gain for Allgood. He gains 2, second down and 8. Wesley Keeler in on the tackle for the Royals as the clock not the friend of CVCA right now. It is the friend of Chardon. They're going to take as much time as they can, down to 3.5 minutes to go. Neither of these teams have had many close games this season. The Royals certainly have not. Shotgun this time for Allgood. They'll snap it with 3:10. He goes up the middle. Falls forward to the 25-yard line. Good gain for him. He'll pick up 5. It's 3rd down and 3. Royals need to make a play right here. Inside of 3 minutes, down to 2:50. Chardon will probably snap this about 2:30, 2:25. Royals with all 3 timeouts. They'd like to get off the field here. Chardon wants to move those sticks. The Toppers, Allgood under center. And they'll run it, and they'll be short.
CVCA's defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th down, and the Royals call timeout. All good on the keeper. He only got one. Luke Keeler from his nose tackle spot made the tackle. 4th down for Chardon. They're going to have to punt. And once again, it's been a fast-moving game, so we haven't had a lot of opportunity to talk about our Power Meal sponsors, but we're going to talk one more time about Trevi Catering and Events out of Wickliffe. They offer a range of customizable catering and event coordination services to ensure your special occasion is unforgettable. From intimate gatherings to lavish celebrations, Trevi staff will work with you every step of the way to bring your vision to life. Trevi uses only the freshest ingredients and the highest quality produce. Contact Trevi to learn more about catering packages at 440-253-3005 or contact them by email at sales@trevicatering.com. Flashback to 2 years ago, Aurora was in the house, and CVCA was getting the ball back with about 2.5 minutes to go. They forced a punt, and the Royals fumbled that punt. They're going to get it back here. Fair catch is called, and it is caught at the 39-yard line by Zach Anderson. So step one, field the ball. Anderson does that. The Royals have the ball with 2:12 to go and 2 timeouts. They are 60 yards away from a potential victory. They need a touchdown. And Chardon looking to advance once again and improve upon their amazing record all-time in the playoffs. 47 wins, 18 defeats in program history against a CVCA team that has won just 4 times in the playoffs. Here we go. Final 2:12. Charlie Levac out of the shotgun for CVCA. He wants to throw, looks, throws long, looking for a man, and it is caught by CVCA, or is it? No. Dropped. 2nd down and 10. Levac has been right on target and let down a little bit by his receivers, and that was just a drop. So 2nd and 10 for the Royals. They went for a big shot at 1st down, 2:05 to go. Again, Levac goes to the sideline. The Toppers defense telling their fans to get up and make noise, and they are from the far side of the stadium. It's a packed house here tonight at Royal Stadium. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Levac looks to throw again. Tosses it deep near side, looking for Harris, and this time Harris has it knocked away. 3rd down. A good defensive play that time by Caleb Hewitt. Now the Royals just need to make a 1st down. They've got 2 plays to get 10 yards. Couple of fly patterns for a team that can pass but likes to run. 1:59. The matter at hand is 10 yards to go on 3rd down from the 40-yard line for CVCA's Royals and Charlie Levac. Winner will advance. Play Gilmore Academy next week. Levac fumbles the ball, picks it up, looks downfield, throws, and it is caught by CVCA. What a play by Charlie Levac, and what a play by Ryan Weehee. Levac fumbled the ball, picked it up, looked downfield, pointed to Weehee, and he hauled it in on the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 25. Oh my goodness. That's not how they drew it up, but it looks beautiful in the box score. Minute 38 to go. 1st and 10 Royals from the 35-yard line. Levac rolls to his left, throws, and it is caught. And broken tackle. 10-5, touchdown CVCA, Joey Kopech. The Royals have taken the lead with 1 minute and 26 seconds to go. A 35-yard touchdown pass and catch and run from Charlie Levac to Kopech. A broken tackle out of the grasp of Beckett Dotson, and
Joey Kopech has his second touchdown catch of the night. And now an important extra point. Twice, Chardon has blocked the PATs. This would give the Royals a 3-point lead, so it's a big deal right here. Calvin Warren waits. Snap down, kick is up, and this one is good. CVCA leads with 1:26 to go, 19-16. Here's that replay from ground level once again. Just a missed tackle, and Joey Kopech did not stop. 35-yard touchdown pass for Charlie Levac to Joey Kopech. The CVCA marching band and the students can smell it. But it is a team of champions on the other side. As we said, 47 wins for Chardon in their playoff history, and they still have 1:26 with which to work and 3 timeouts. But we will see if they can come from behind. It's the third lead change of the second half. The Royals feign that onside kick. They're not onside kicking here. Warren, he'll boot it away. It'll be fielded at the 9. And the Royals coverage team makes the stop at the 27-yard line. Tommy Kopech in there on the tackle, taking down number 3, Caleb Hewitt. Chardon needs a field goal. Sam Sokarich is the field goal kicker. They'd like a touchdown to win the game. But if you're thinking about field goal for Sam Sokarich, the season may rest on his toe. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves right now, though. 1:19, 3 timeouts, so plenty of time for the Hilltoppers. First and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Shotgun. Looking to pass. Heave downfield, and this is a punt, and it is intercepted by CVCA. The Royals have the ball and the lead. Nick Schober on the interception. Bedlam at Royal Stadium. Drayton Olga just threw that up there, and Schober made a great play to get past the receiver, Beckett Dotson, to make a diving interception. And now the Royals are on the cusp.
What number?
The third takeaway of the night for CVCA. And they are 1:10 away from sending Chardon back north and ending the Hilltopper season. Chardon with 2 timeouts. CVCA will start out of the T formation. They will hand it off. And Chardon will call timeout. No gain, actually a loss of 1 on the play. Both teams retreat to their sideline. Joey Kopech and Charlie Levac have hooked up twice tonight on touchdown plays. And how about that play on the 3rd and 10 when Levac fumbled the ball, picked it up, ran to his right, and found Ryan Weehee for a 25-yard gain downfield to move the chains on 3rd and 10. Then the first Chardon play, Allgood just heaved it downfield. And again, neither of these teams set up to run to pass the ball too much. This 3rd and 4th interceptions of the season for Drayton Allgood. Right now, it's 2nd and 11 for the Royals. Off the left side, no gain once again. And timeout again, Chardon.
Carry by number 23, Zach Anderson. Tackle by number 1, Beckett Dotson.
Zach Anderson on the carry. And once again, we are tied into the scoreboard, and they finally update the timeouts for Chardon. So your scorebook at the top of the screen will now show 1 timeout remaining. They did not take the first one off, so Chardon with 1 timeout left. 1:01 remains. 3rd down and 9. If the Royals can convert a first down here, it's all over. But it's 3rd and 9. You've got to imagine CVCA is going to keep this ball on the ground. If they do not convert the first down, they'll punt it. Chardon will inevitably use their final timeout. They will not be able to stop the clock unless they get out of bounds, but they will have about 45 seconds left to work with. So this game is not over. 3rd and 9 for the Royals. Big play coming up for both sides right here from the 45-yard line of CVCA. They'll hand off and go right side. Ryan Weehee hitting the backfield, and he's going to be tackled right at the 45-yard line. And timeout Chardon once again. The final timeout of the contest for the Hilltoppers. And the defense has done what they needed to do for Chardon to give their team a chance. And once again, we mentioned before, Chardon has blocked 3 punts this season. And you have to imagine head coach Mitch Hewitt will put the punt block play on right here. 55.4 as you're looking live at yours truly. We step to this side. Tonight, Tim Nichols along with you from CVCA live stream. We're pleased to have been able to bring you this game. It is far from over. Hewitt, a big punt return early in the first quarter. Calvin Warren boomed a 54-yarder last time. He's going to punt from his 32-yard line this time. And again, you've got to imagine it's going to be a heated rush in his face. Low snap, and it's bobbled, and it's blocked. And Chardon has done what they needed to do. Bad snap at the worst of possible times, and the Hilltoppers have it in CVCA territory. Some extracurriculars going on right there. Braden Harris had the ball. Looks like he'd been tackled. And the question right now is, on a blocked punt, if Harris recovered it, can he advance it? And that is the argument the Royals are having. There is a conference going on right now. The punt was blocked, but we believe it was a live ball, and Harris picked it up and ran forward. The chains have already been moved, but if Harris got past the first down marker and the play was not yet blown dead, the Royals could have a first down here. So here's the replay. Let's see what happens. It got blocked. It bounces. And if we can go with it, it's picked up, and the Hilltoppers were running off the field. Replay, ends right there. This is pivotal right here. Braden Harris recovered it. It was not extracurriculars. He was going with the play. The sideline yelled, "Run!" And it looks like they are spotting it, though, on the 44-yard line of Chardon, but the conversation continues. The question is, was the play blown dead? Chardon's offense is on the field. There are 45.6 seconds to go. The Hilltoppers just need a field goal to send this to overtime. A touchdown would win it for them. And now we're going to get the explanation, or will we? And it looks like it'll be Chardon ball. Still a conversation going on between the officials. And the side judge comes to the Royals sideline and now will give an explanation. But here we go. First down and 10. Chardon after the block punt on the bad snap. And the Hilltoppers have an opportunity. No timeouts remaining. 45.6 seconds to go. Drayton Allgood gets a second chance after throwing a pick. The officials have still not whistled the ball ready for play. And we continue to wait. Once again, the winner gets the Gilmore Academy Lancers if that score holds. And they're resetting the clock, so 49.0. A couple extra seconds put on the clock, which could be pivotal later. First and 10 Chardon. After all that, from the 44-yard line of the Royals. Allgood ranges to his left. He's chased, throws downfield, and it is caught out of bounds, complete. A pickup of 8 yards. 42.7 seconds left, so still plenty of time. They're going to give him 9. Caleb Hewitt, number 3 on the reception. 2nd and 1 from the CVCA 36-yard line. Royals clinging to a 3-point lead. Allgood looks to throw. He's got time. He throws to the end zone for the win. Thrown up, and it is incomplete. Oh, man, he had a man out there. Chiron Fikes on the coverage, looking like they were going for Beckett Dotson. Third down and 1 here. 35.4 left to go. Once again, the clock should stop on a first down, but once it goes back into play or is wound back, the Hilltoppers can't stop it if they're tackled inbounds. They need the first down first, and then they'll worry about what happens next. 3rd and 1, 35.4 to go. Under center. Check it, is out of the shotgun. Allgood will throw. Big rush, and he's hit. Incomplete, it's 4th down. Here we go. 4th and 1 for Chardon. First down, continues the contest. A stop, and the Royals will win. Play of the game tonight in a fantastic regional quarterfinal from Royal Stadium. 4th down and 1. Under center. And timeout CVCA. The Royals want to talk it over. They use their 2nd timeout of the second half. Chardon came out in a running formation. They need to move the chains to keep the contest going and give themselves a chance. Mitch Hewitt on the far sideline, dialing up a play. You're looking at the CVCA huddle right there. And head coach Nick Cook, he is delivering the message to his defense right now. 42-0 a year ago up at Chardon. Here, completely different story. Still not decided. Just over a half a minute left. The teams return. You've got to imagine Vinny Columbi will get the call here if Chardon chooses to run. He lines up to the left of his quarterback in the backfield, who's under center. Allgood fumbles the play, and the Royals are going to win the game. A fumbled snap, and the Royals take the ball away. Chardon turns it over on downs. Pandemonium here in Cuyahoga Falls. A fumbled snap, and it's a turnover. Joey Kopech on the fumble recovery. It's the 4th turnover of the contest for Chardon. At the most crucial of times, 28.3 seconds left. All the Royals need to do is kneel down, and they're going to be playing in week 13. What a night for CVCA. 4 years ago, the Royals won on the road at Perry against the Pirates in the 3rd of a trilogy, as they're now in victory formation. Levac kneels down. We said at that time it was the biggest win in school history. Well, wipe it away, folks. The CVCA Royals have just defeated the Chardon Hilltoppers here at home in what is now the new biggest win in school history. CVCA defeats Chardon tonight by a final score of 19-16. The Royals' season continues. The clock winds out, and CVCA is playing on in the regional semifinal for the second time in school history. For the first time since 2019, CVCA will play in the round of 4. And for the Chardon Hilltoppers, it ends here at Royal Stadium tonight. The Hilltoppers season will finish, and they will finish at 8-3. The Royals with the first 10-win season in school history tonight, courtesy of this 19-16 victory over Chardon. The Royals go to 10-2. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game tonight. Chardon with 4 mistakes, and we said during the pregame the Royals are going to need some luck. They forced a couple of interceptions and turnovers. Chardon fumbled going in from the 1-yard line when they would have scored. And then on the most important play of the game, they fumbled again on 4th down and 1. And both teams meet at the center of the field. And just like they did a year ago in Chardon, this time the Royals win on their home field. And shock on the far sideline for the Chardon Hilltoppers. Gentlemen, what a night. And head coach Nick Cook will address both teams as he did a year ago at the center of the field. And this is a common occurrence, and you have no doubt that Nathan Cook will share a little bit about what the CVCA program means to both teams that are assembled at the center of the field. To Chardon, you just take your hats off to the Hilltoppers and the program, but what a win tonight for CVCA. Gentlemen, we got some highlights. Let's go with the highlights. This is early first quarter, and this is the big fumble return. Not the fumble, the kick, the punt return, rather. Caleb Hewitt all the way down to the 10-yard line. And now the field goal, which put the Hilltoppers up 3-0. The onside kick that surprised CVCA and gave Chardon possession in the first quarter. Again, and right after that, they hit a 50-yard touchdown pass. Beckett Dotson found the end zone, and Chardon was rolling at 9-0. The extra point was missed. The very next play, though, CVCA served notice they were here to play tonight. Ryan Weehee, 81 yards to the end zone, and the Royals were right back in it. There would be no repeat of the 42-0 shellacking from a year ago. Big run play here for Chardon on the next drive, but it went for naught as the quarter turned and the fumble at the 1-yard line. A huge turn of events right there as Chardon looked like they were going in to extend their lead. CVCA had a couple chances in the first quarter, or in the first half, but an interception there thwarted a drive. Here's a big sack, though, by Tommy Kopech. And then downfield, big pass interference call right there. It kept a drive going for the Royals. And ultimately, Levac rolled to his left here and again moved the chains and got a 15-yard penalty tacked on top of it. And here we are, the first touchdown or the second touchdown, first of the year of the Royals. Levac found Joey Kopech, and the Royals had their first lead of the contest. Chardon was backed up after they fell down on the ensuing kickoff, and the Royals looked like they were in business with Nathan Cook on the interception right there, but they couldn't do anything with it. And then it turned into Vinny Columbi time, and Chardon and Columbi executing on a drive that was finished off by Columbia, but here first is Dotson inside the 10-yard line, and then Columbia finished it off, and here he is into the end zone. Chardon retook the lead with 4 minutes to go. The extra point made it a 4-point game, and Chardon was breathing a sigh of relief. The Royals had to respond, and here is one of the plays of the game. On a 3rd and 10, Levac fumbled the ball, picked it up, threw it downfield, and somehow found Ryan Weehee to move the chains, and there, the game-winning points. A broken tackle by Joey Kopech, and the extra point made it 19-16, but it was far from over, even though it was a minute 26 to go. You thought it was over here. On the very next play, all good, threw a pass, but Nick Schober dove and intercepted right there. But Chardon forced CVCA to go 3 and out, and then a bad snap on the punt forced a block punt, and it was white knuckle time for CVCA, as Chardon had good field position. But when it came right down to it, on the most important play of the night, all good, fumbled the ball, and Joey Kopech picked it up, and one kneel down later, CVCA booked their ticket to the round of 4, the regional semifinal next week. What a night. The Royals, just for the second time in school history, advancing past the regional quarterfinals, and the Hilltoppers' season ends at 8-3. Well, we're going to give you a final reminder right now, since it's our last time on the year for football this season, to ask one final time that you would consider supporting CVCA live stream. It's been a volunteer gig from the start, but we hope you've enjoyed the coverage. We try to improve every single year. The replays, the sideline cams, everything costs us about $5,000 a year to do, and we've paid that out of our own pocket. We're just be straight with you. For the last 4 years, this year we worked with the school, and we got agreement to allow them to open up their giving interface for you to give tax-deductible contributions to CVCA for the purpose of supporting CVCA live stream. We just ask that you consider doing that. You can go right to the CVCA giving website at cvcaroyals.org/give-now, or take a screenshot of that QR code, snap a picture with your camera. It'll take you right to the giving interface. We can't thank you enough for watching. We can't thank those of you who've already given. We ask those of you who haven't, if you would consider that, we would certainly welcome that. All right, final game stats coming up right here. The Royals are the most important thing. 19 on the top of the board, 16 for Chardon. CVCA, 259 yards, outgained the Hilltoppers tonight, held them to 213. The Royals defense standing up tall once again. Chardon got some rushing yards in the final quarter there to outrush CVCA 144 to 127. But CVCA's passing game, a balanced attack tonight. And the big score, or the big stat tonight, those 4 Chardon turnovers. 1 going into the end zone, and 1 on the final 4th down and 1 play. Secured victory for the Royals. They had a recipe for victory tonight, and they executed. CVCA 19, Chardon 16. All right. Well, a reminder that we will be back in the winter. Hopefully next week, but we'll see. Yours truly has a son at Wheaton College. It is senior day next week, and I will be in Chicago, Illinois, or Wheaton, Illinois for that. But we are working to try and find out a way to see if I can remote in and call the first CVCA hockey game of the season. It was great having David Vanderveer as our halftime guest tonight. If we can, we'll let you know. Follow us on our social media at CVCA Livestream on Facebook, on X, and on Instagram. And we'll try and have that game for you next week. CVCA in Strongsville, 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, if we can figure out all the technicalities. We'll have a lot of hockey this winter, so stay tuned for more upcoming CVCA live stream on YouTube. Hockey will be on YouTube. All right, that is going to do it just about for tonight. But as we get ready to sign off on our 5th season of CVCA football, we have some thank yous to send out to those who help bring us these productions. And a bit longer than usual tonight, so I hope you stick with us. I am personally indebted to Chad Dar, who... and his wife, Sarah, for that matter, who told her husband to help out the guy talking in the headset in week 2, 4 years ago at Northwest. There is no smarter guy out there, and we gave Chad some of his Friday nights back this year. But CVCA Livestream does not happen without Chad Dar. End of story. As selfless as an individual as you could ever imagine, Chad has simply made our IT and audio-visual work come together as he continues to show up this year, even though his son, Brennan, is now 2 years, or 3 years into college. Chad, I hope you're watching tonight, and thank you so much. I want to thank my wife, Kristen Nichols. When you see pictures come up on the screen, it's most often her handiwork from behind the lens of the camera. And the graphics, well, she's helped me become an expert user of Canva, which has in turn helped us up our game on social media and our online presence. Thank you, Kristen. To John Powell, we met at the start, but it wasn't until 2 years ago when I pulled you into the booth to direct for the first time. I'm so thankful you caught the bug and wanted to come and do this. And all for a shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know what it's like to have a resource like John, who's directed at the highest levels of television and knows just who to call whenever we have a question. One of the best parts of doing this is the friendship that we have built. John, thank you so much. To Sean Mosher. Sean, you're out there on camera. I dragged you into football, and you've done it all this year. You've been on stats, check. You camera, check. Fill-in director, check again. And we're just getting started. Sean's passion is CVCA hockey. His son is the goaltender for the CVCA hockey team. His son and my son both played and graduated CVCA hockey a couple years ago. We are just getting going, but thank you for your friendship and tagging along for football, Sean. Hats off to you. To the new guys, the sideline camera shots, brought to you by the talented T-Fizz Tony Carter. I'm not sure there's anyone better at doing what he does, and he's doing it for CVCA Livestream. Tony, thanks for giving up your Friday nights and being here with us. The quiet one, Gabe Laurie. He's taken replay to the next level. Gabe, I appreciate you as well. Thank you for all you've done for us this year. Sitting in with us for the second time this season on stats is Steve Bader from 330 to go. Steve, it's good to have you along. Cody Anderson, if you're listening, there's always a spot here for you. Thanks for joining us one time this season, taking a break from those engineering classes at the University of Akron. Thank you to Hunter Geiger, who manned the camera for us for half the season. We can't compete with the pay that he gets from his Guardians gig or the NCAA football games, but we'll take you when you're available. Thank you, Hunter. And I would be remiss not to thank young Eli Keeler, the sixth grader, who stepped in during the first 2 games of the year on camera. When we had nowhere else to turn for a camera operator, you are young, you are talented, and I'm sure the fans didn't even notice the difference because you are so good. There are big things in store for this young man. Thank you, Eli. And, of course, I know I sound like a broken record, but none of this comes off without the support of the amazing CVCA athletic staff, the best in the business, Athletic Director Dr. John Young, Associate Athletic Director Jason Herblay, Sports Information Director Ben Miller. There is not a better SID in all of Ohio, bar none. Thank you also to Tracy Eck and Amber Martin from the CVCA Athletic staff. Thanks for letting us tell the story of CVCA football and CVCA athletics. And finally, to you, our loyal viewers, we see you. We've seen you in record numbers this year. Thank you for watching. And a special thank you to those of you who have financially supported CVCA Livestream this year as well. There is no CVCA Livestream without an active and engaged audience, so thank all of you for tuning in each week. And so, for the final time this year for football, for Director John Powell, for Steve Bader on stats, for Sean Mosher and T-Fizz, Tony Carter on cameras, and for Gabe Laurie on replay. My name is Tim Nichols. This is CVCA Livestream. Once again, the final score in the Division III, Region 9 quarterfinal from Royal Stadium tonight. The CVCA Royals, the 3 seed, 19, and the 6 seed, Chardon Hilltoppers, 13. So long. We will talk to you again from the hockey rink and hopefully from Tim Byerly Gymnasium soon. But until then, have a good weekend, everybody, and go Royals.